letting him know we're getting into the game. We're going to tab over to this screen. I'm going to turn some music on, and we're going to talk a little bit about exactly where we're going to be when we jump into the game. See, things have gotten hectic would be a good way to explain what has been happening in Waterdeep as of late. The party is split yet again. Connie caused a bit of a ruckus in the City of the Dead by bribing a large quantity of crows to help her find an individual affiliated with the Emerald Enclave. She then offered to make good on the bribe by bringing the crows a cart full of bread. She enlisted Brayden and the Black Viper to appear with the cart full of bread and to be mauled by hungry crows, thus paying the crows, and no one would know that Connie caused a problem. During this time, Salcom appeared, not knowing about the plan involving the crows, and saw a group of passerbys being assaulted by an attempted murder, and did what Salcom do best, which is make everything worse. He had to fight off some crows, had to fight off some people, had to explain himself to some guards, and generally caused a ruckus. And in that ruckus, Connie was revealed to be a tiefling, and immediately had to flee the scene. While all of this was happening, Pierce found a crypt in the City of the Dead, marked with giant runes and attributed to Clan Grawl, the clan that Rock and Sock recently learned that they were a part of. While all of that was happening, Lawrence was having a relatively relaxing day at work, albeit having to babysit the work crews in Trollskull Manor. Now, Connie is hiding upstairs in Vincent Trench's office, asleep. Pierce has stopped by to talk to Trench about what the hell is going on, and saith Cromley, the City Watch captain, has stopped by and told Vincent Trench that the Growlhund children, presumably the Growlhund children, he said the children have been found, presumably the Growlhund children, which went missing after the fire of the Growlhund Villa, have been located in some form. That's where we stopped the show. At the same time, the Merciless met with Salcom, who is a Harper, and with Lawrence in tow about everything that was going on. Pierce showed up after checking in with Vashra Safar of Force Grey and Blackstaff Tower, and Mert basically threatened to reveal Connie if Pierce didn't stop making progress in his investigation of what happened with the Stone of Galore and Growlhund Villa and all that other stuff. So Pierce is pissed at Mert. Most of the KnightLites are pissed at Mert at this point. And while all of this was happening, Brayden and the Black Viper were MIA, because Brayden wasn't here last week. So when we fade in on the City of Waterdeep today, we fade in from the credit sequence to an overhead shot of Waterdeep, the city. And we see the sun is on the wrong side of the sky. And at the bottom of the screen, in white text, it says, "The previous morning." We hear glass shatter, and we cut to Brayden Coy standing in a museum. Mm-hmm. You are in a museum, or what looks like a museum, a gallery of sorts. There is a rope descending from a skylight. You're standing in front of a busted display case, glass around your feet. You're holding whatever you use to break the glass. There's a Near Eastern, demon mask in the case. And we see, behind you, we see something slump to the ground. A guard. You can choose if they are dead or unconscious, that's on you, but the Black Viper walks into frame, dusting her hands.
Yeah.
She also has a bag over her shoulder.
Collecting some other souvenirs to take it.
I assumed we weren't doing this for free.
I can put them back if you want, but I'm not sure where everything goes.
We might as well take them, make it look like it wasn't just a specific target.
Good. Help me with this painting. And she goes over to like this big fresco and starts to try to like take it off the wall.
Aye, I'll go over and help. And as we're,
it weighs about 100 pounds.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure my carrying capacity is higher than that.
Yeah, but it's one of those big ass like oil paintings in like a gold frame.
Aye.
Like you ain't getting that out the skylight. You guys like get it off the wall and like set it down with a thunk. She looks at it, looks up at the skylight, looks at it.
I ain't let Braden would like take out his knife and be like, "We're cutting out the frame."
A brilliant idea. There might be a map behind it. Just completely ignoring the priceless art. Just rip. Totally.
No, I wasn't going to just rip it off. I was going to like cut it from the frame.
Right, cut it from the corners and then roll it up and pull it out. Yeah, there's a editor's note on the back of the board, and that's it. She looks disappointed, like kicks the frame. All right, let's get going.
Aye, like show me up the rope again.
So you head over to the rope, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, this is when it gets off, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Constitution. Fuck.
Okay, so you go over to the rope and you just for a second, you like stumble and like hold your stomach, like as you can act normally, but your whole body is rearranging itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do?
As he's holding his stomach, it's like, of course, this is exactly when it starts. The most
now,
inopportune time. Apparently.
The guards are coming. We need to go.
I will do my best to push through the pain.
Go on.
Let's start climbing the rope.
Yeah, so you start to reach for the rope. I think she grabs it from you, and she goes, "I should go first, because if you fall on me, that would be very bad."
And he just looks at us like, I mean, fair.
Give me the mask, just in case.
Aye, I'll hand the mask over to her.
Give her the mask. Just, I'll get this to Connie in case something happens to you and you fall down the rope or whatever. And she starts shimming up the rope.
Aye,
Make an athletic check. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, so you get up to the roof, but you're like flushed and panting by the time you get up there, and she's like pulling up the rope and like fitting the skylight back into place. And you're just like catching your breath when you're like winded, like you feel like your tusks growing out of your mouth again, and like you're growing in size and a couple other things. And she says, "All right, can you run?"
I'd try and get up and be like, in this condition, probably not.
Right, carriage. We should at least get a few blocks away first.
I agree. Whether I can actually jump to the roof is another question.
Well, if you fall, I've got the mask.
I could just let huffs at her.
And she shrugs at you helplessly, and she says, like,
there's not much that she can do about it.
Brayden, what am I going to do? I can't pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
You're like 3 times my size.
Who's carrying all the loot out of curiosity?
She is.
Aye.
She's got the important shit. Besides, if you get caught, it's really can get you out of prison. They're not going to kill you.
We hope.
Why would they kill you? We're thieves.
And he gestures to the arm and symbol on his arm.
Right, so don't lose consciousness.
Aye, and I'd like get up and like, well, best move, because the longer we stay here chatting about it.
You're right. And she just like clears the next building and just runs and jumps. You have to make a check because you're in pain.
Yes.
So make a... I think jumping is still athletics. Let's make an athletic check. You don't have disadvantage. You passed your save, so...
I think it would be acrobatics.
No, acrobatics is a different thing. Acrobatics is tumbling.
Yeah.
This is long jumping. Yeah.
Athletics is what we've been using so far, so...
specific maths if you want to see how far you can jump.
It's not a matter of distance, it's a matter of him not stumbling because he's in pain. It's literally
Gotcha.
just another building in a city. It's not that far. It's like 8 feet.
I imagine you've got a massive stomach ache and you try and jump from.
You try to do
Okay.
parkour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Parkour!
So like, you make it across, and she like catches you. She like puts one hand on your chest, one hand on your back. It doesn't do anything, but you know she's like showing you that she's there.
Aye. She somewhat cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not abandoning you.
And she
Right.
says, if you were anyone else, I'd leave you on that rooftop.
Oh, well, thankfully I'm not anyone else then.
So, where are we going? Like, you know, when you're finished, I assume it's not going to take that long.
Well, hopefully.
Where are we going?
Well, would probably
As she
suggest
jumps
back-
another building.
Aye. So, well, probably back to your place and stash the loot, do what we need to do with the mask, and then
Do we have
get
time?
on it. I think he looks up at where the sun is. and
Yeah,
it's
it's like not far from High Sun.
aye. And it clears Nick, goes to jump the next building.
Yep, make the check. Yeah, still good.
Right. Lands slip. Well, unless you've
Like,
got
wipe
anywhere
the
that we
sweat
can,
from your brow.
aye, unless you've got anywhere we can hide it nearby, then
You don't need to hide. I do. And I can just take this off. I have a dress in the bag.
alright, fine, give me the mask and I'll head back to Trollskull. I'll meet you at the side of the dead.
You're going to go all the way back to Troll Skull and get there in time?
Wait, hold on. Is Trollskull not right next?
Not from where you were stealing this thing. You were stealing this thing in like the South Ward.
Aye. Is Trollskull not right next to the City of the Dead?
Yes, but it's a city map. It's like,
I know it's a good
Long-ass
distance,
ways.
but
Yeah.
we need to go to the City of the Dead anyway.
right? That's what she means. She's saying like you're gonna go all the way up to the Troll Skull Manor and then get back to the City of the Dead in time. Like, yes, you both have to cross the city, but that's a substantial distance to get back in not a lot of time.
Mhm.
She's not saying don't do it. She's surprised. And am I meeting this person? They're looking for the KnightLites, not the Black Viper.
Oh, you said you were going to come with and provide cover. Stay
Aye.
outside.
And
Aye.
I will. But you have to be there for me to provide cover.
Exactly.
So you're going to Troll Skull.
Go into Trollskull, give Connie the mask, and then go back. It's
You
not
know she's a
exactly gonna
Trollskull?
take long. Did they not say they were taking her to the trench?
Yes, they said they were.
Aye.
But you said Troll Skull. She thinks you mean the manor.
It's the same place. What's the point? What's the,
It's
what's the
not
difference?
though. It's a different building. She's. When you say Troll Skull, she thinks you mean the manor. You're like, you know she's at the manor. How do you know she's at the manor?
Alright. Oh no, she's not at the manor. The manor. She's at trenches.
Right.
And if the stars align, so is most of the others, and then we can just go there.
And you're going to just what? Knock on the door?
Could call Trench a friend at this point. Still need to pay him for his services, but
I mean, you're paying for
good terms.
mine.
I think he just looks at the bag of loot.
I like to think we're friends, is what I mean. Anyway,
Aye.
so Alright, then you... When we get a carriage, I'll bundle you into it and give you the loot. Is Trench good for it? Can you show up with all of this?
Not all that, no, he'd probably turn us in. You'll need to deal with the loot yourself, it's just more give her the mask.
Right. Okay. If I deal with the loot, I might not be in the city in time.
Well, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about turning up in the city in time.
You're going to meet with a Zentarum without backup.
He is a Zentarum without backup.
Exactly. Well, no, I'll have the others with me.
Will you?
I ain't going if they're not. That's a good
You're
way
going
to go to...
She like stops. She's like about to make another jump, and she stops. You're going to stand up a Zentarum.
Either stand them up and get targeted, or go there alone and possibly die.
They know where you live. Not only do they know where you live, they know where you were hiding. If you don't remember. You have to go, or someone in the KnightLites has to go.
I'll just need to drag the others along with me then.
If you can find them. I have a better idea.
Go ahead.
We go there now. 2 of us can protect the loot. I can cover you. And then we'll take the Master Constance afterwards. I'm a good shot, Brayden.
I don't doubt your skills. It's any like size. It's like
By the time we get to the City of the Dead, hopefully, this poison will wear off. A nice comfortable carriage ride will do you some good. Like, pulls her hood off. You know
Right.
I'm right.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's a better idea.
Besides, some of your brothers I don't trust to meet with a Zentarum. And she's like, instead of jumping off the building, she's like climbing down onto the street level.
Yeah. Oh, full war.
Yep.
Athletics.
Yep.
Watch this be the time that I fall.
Nope,
Okay.
you're good.
Thank fuck I don't have disadvantage.
Yep. So you get down to street level, and Asvile is like behind a dumpster. You can see like her clothes moving. And she says, I know it's not perfect, but I mean, we had to hit 3 places until we found the bloody thing. We don't have a lot of time.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can find somewhere there. Put this stuff, like gestures to the bag. Maybe an open mausoleum or whatnot.
I know we weren't exactly on terms, and you see her like silhouette like smooth out her hair when she says that. At the time, but I can't help but be a bit annoyed that you joined the Zentarum without talking to me. They're dangerous. Granted, so are we, but still.
I mean, from what I've heard, the Harpers aren't exactly much better.
I didn't say
Bit-
join the
bit
Harpers.
faced. I mean, fair.
You're good, but there's other organizations. You don't need to shoot for the top. Like, steps out as Vili Rosnar in like a dress. She's not wearing a corset, but she's wearing like a dress and like flats. And she like puts the bag back on her shoulder, and now it looks like a purse. Like she's holding it like a purse instead of like over her shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And she says, "Come on."
I like go into the street, wave down a
Yeah,
carriage.
yeah, you, like wave down a carriage. And like you just get into the carriage, and she's like talking with the carriage driver, and she says like you clearly hear the word poison.
Mm-hmm.
Like she says like poison. And then she climbs in and like lowers the windows of the carriage and like closes the door. She sits across from you. She sighs. And she says in Thieves' Cant, she's been teaching you Thieves' Cant. She says, "Be careful what you say, he can hear you."
And it just nods.
So anyway, my cousin had, and she starts like, she doesn't talk about nonsense, but she's speaking in code. So she says like, so anyway, when my cousin ripped her dress at the party, I've been a wreck, and I'm sure you have too.
That's putting it mildly.
I mean, what are we going to do? The fall collection's already out.
The fall collection's already out.
Meaning we don't have a lot of options. She's talking about fashion. But what she's saying is, like, if this math doesn't work, we don't have a lot of options.
Yeah.
She would have said spring collection, not fall collection, but still.
Yeah.
And she says, and that highwayman with the axe. I still have nightmares. And she's like glaring at you a little bit, like, I know you could understand me. I am actually stressed out.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Quite a lot's been going on lately.
I'm gonna be sleeping with a light on for a while. She like raises an eyebrow at you.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on. You had something.
I know. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to find some company to keep you occupied. I don't even... No, not occupied. Keep you company. Aye.
We'll worry about company after we visit my mother's grave, hmm?
Yeah.
I can only hope that there's nothing else interesting this afternoon. As again, your body is shifting back into a half orc.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we cross-fade over as the carriage heads up the streets of Waterdeep to... Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Actually, I'm gonna use this music. This is good. To Sockham and Lawrence walking up the streets from the South Ward. Sock, like, what? Like, do we come on to Sockham just, like, bitching? Are you just, like, loud Goliath, like, working through his emotions?
In giant, no less.
Okay.
Arguably, Lawrence doesn't know Giant at all,
No, he doesn't.
but he's fully aware of how Sockham bitches and works through shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'd be listen, nodding and making sympathetic noises.
The occasional, like, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, like even in Giant, it's clear he's making it a three-way conversation between himself, and Lawrence.
Okay. Alright.
And Lawrence is just back channeling.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, yep.
So
Yep,
what?
I'm
So
sure.
what are you saying when you get in there, Salcom? Like when we get audio on the scene of you two walking up the street, what are you saying?
Like, he acts like I'm completely oblivious to the situation at hand, and that I'm not well aware of what I've done. But at the same time, you've been unaware of almost every situation you've caused since you showed up. I've become very aware of the situation as I'm trying to avoid it all the time, right, Lawrence?
And just, just nodding, just,
Where are you heading?
City of the Dead.
You're heading to the City of the Dead. Okay.
That's where he was told to go.
Were you?
Flesh Golem.
I don't think Mert said immediately.
And honestly,
If I'm not mistaken, Salcom put that at the top of his list of things to take care of.
Fair enough. So then I think as you're walking, Edge says, not to interrupt, but where are we going? I feel like it's a bad idea to retrace our steps this much.
and honestly, Lawrence would probably start looking around like, wait a minute, we're heading to a place where we probably shouldn't be for a while. And he'd probably go, hey, Sock, why are we heading this way?
I have no leads on missing children, and there's something that I can hurt.
And
So what? You're going to just go knocking on doors? I mean, I'm with you. We're very good at knocking on things, but are you sure?
if we're gonna be going to hurt things, do you want to make sure it's not just the two of us? Don't
Three
wanna
of
get-
us. Tell him 3 of us.
3 of us, Lawrence.
Fair. 3 still can never hurt to have an extra blade. We can go find Brayden. We could, haul outside the city real quick and go try and find Rock. We could grab Connie. And he's very pointedly not mentioning Pierce.
Right. Oops. Sorry. Right. So I think if you're both heading to the City of the Dead from the southward, Brayden, make a perception check.
Perception. No.
Yeah, I think you see Salcom and Lawrence chatting at a. I guess is it still called a crosswalk if it's carriages? I guess it is.
Yeah, it's just
Well, yeah, 'cause you're walking
more
across.
the street.
Fair enough. Then yeah, the carriage stops to let some people go by, and you notice Lawrence and Salcom.
I think you'd let a gesture to Feely and be like, should we tell them where we're going?
Do we need to?
I mean, if we all need to be there, then probably yeah.
All right. And she stands up and leans past you because she's in the back of the carriage. She says, "Driver, pull off to the side, please." So Lawrence and Salcom, you see a carriage pull off nearby, and you don't think anything of it until Isvili Rosnar steps out.
And, at that point, Lawrence would look over like, hey, Stockholm, tap, tap, tap on the shoulder blade, I think we have come.
Look over and just the heavy bear nose sigh.
Pleased to see you too. She looks immediately at Lawrence. I've got a friend of yours in the carriage. He's been poisoned.
And Lawrence's eyebrows both go up excuse me, and he go in because
Yeah, you look and you see Brayden. He looks like himself, but he's sweating profusely, leaned up against it.
I think he just puts a thumbs up and be like, no.
you look like shit. Need a hand.
Nah, I'll be fine. We're just going to the City of the Dead to visit Isvili's was it her mother or grandmother?
She said mother.
Mother.
Funny.
And it's not nodding at him and get it.
Yeah, and Lawrence is nodding. He says, "Funny, we were heading that way ourselves. Well, we could always just make one big trip. Do you want to go grab, our little sister?" And he very just notably says, "Little sister."
Yeah.
Yeah.
From behind Lawrence, as Vile shakes her head at you.
I think you would say to him, it's like, no, probably best idea to let her rest.
And, Lawrence nods because
She's red with fever.
Say again.
She's red with fever.
And Lawrence would put a finger up like, fair point. And yeah, and he can get the hint. And
Why are the two of you going to the City of the Dead? There was a problem earlier. As she looks at Sockham.
And Lawrence looks at Sockham too, because it's like,
You know about it. You were there.
well, yeah, but this is Sockham's gig. Lawrence is along for the ride.
Fair enough.
I think Sockham just is quite done, so he's just, I was hired to do something, so I'm doing it.
Is the watch going to let you in?
Yes.
Alright then.
Lawrence might actually just, lower his voice so the driver doesn't hear it. Just like, hard for business.
You see Svile roll her eyes so hard that her eyeshadow runs a little bit.
And Lawrence just gives a massive shrug, like, yeah, I know, what you gonna do?
And I think because you had to lean over to Svile to say that, so I think to you, she says, honestly, they're as bad as the Zentarum.
The city's a mess. Anyway.
What are you...
Well.
And I think she in pretense of helping her with her bag, she takes you to the back of the carriage, and she says what are you even doing?
Someone's gotta keep him out of trouble.
Yes, but what is he... That's rather what I meant. What is he doing? Or trying to? Or failing to? Or something? Why are you going back there?
Apparently, there's a flesh golem or something that they found in the City of the Dead.
No, it's a construct from the House of Inspired Hands.
Different golem.
What?
Yeah.
There's an actual... Lovely.
Apparently. Like I said, it's a mess.
I've got my work costume in my bag, but... Brady needs help.
We can take him. How long would it take to finish wearing off, do you
He'll
think?
probably be fine by the time we get to the city, just in time for him to meet with the member of the Black Network.
Hells. And Lawrence would think for a second. Like,
If Sock finds out...
Sock, I think I can...
Or if
Take
he's
you with-
seen by the aforementioned Black Network...
Let
He's-
me take Sock and keep him out of the way.
But you're going to fight
Would that work?
You're going to fight a flesh golem with just the two of you.
No, but at least buy you two time.
I don't know how long the meeting is going to take, frankly.
So make it quick.
Alright.
We can
Don't-
at least...
You're not getting in
Make-
this carriage, I'm sorry.
I figured not. Should we get Brayden and see if he can walk, or...
Brayden is coming with
would the
me.
carriage be... Alright. Thought I'd ask. By the way, you're looking well. Good to see you.
She looks down. Honestly, I just threw this together at the last moment, but thank you.
And Lawrence has always tried to be polite, so
Yeah.
let's just, give her a bit of a smile.
Wait, is
Right.
that genuine, or is that speaking to a noble? She looks down at her dress.
Lawrence shrugs. only person I've ever really been courteous to has been, Lord Silverhand. So
Well, you fake it well, at least. For a moment, I thought that was a genuine compliment.
but
I'm not entirely
you
sure it
do look
wasn't.
very well.
Though, and she holds up a finger. I don't believe in making things awkward, and I'm interested in your brother. Like a lot.
Huh. Somehow I'm not that surprised, but
Can you blame me?
and Lawrence makes a show of like, can't entirely fault you for that one. Basically being a teasing bit of a brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's like, okay, yeah, I can kind of understand.
I'd punch you in the arm, but I'm dressed for... well, this. She sighs.
Look, I'll stall with Sock as long as I can. Just you two stay safe, huh?
If...
We'll be there.
I don't know what's going to happen at this meeting. Having the two of you close by would be very good if things go badly, but at the same time, he's a hopper! Out of all of the KnightLites who should not be there, it's him!
Given the paper has mixed him and his brother up, we could probably make the
You did
argument.
what?
One of the papers has mixed him and Rockham up. Let's just claim he's his brother.
Would he go for that?
I can talk to him about it, and we could probably make it work. Either way, we'll stall for time.
Alright. Do you need any money?
Could use a little cash if you're offering.
She reaches into the bag that she's carrying that you thought was a purse and pulls out just jewelry and just passes it into your hands.
He's quickly stuffing that in his own bag.
Don't ask, they're not mine. Well, they are now, but don't ask.
Not going. Wasn't planning on asking.
Also, be careful where you sell those.
Of course.
Right. We're going to get moving.
Be safe, and we'll see you there.
You won't. You'll see Brayden.
Be safe. We won't see you there, ideally.
Better. And she, hops back in the carriage, and the carriage, pulls away. If she gets back in the carriage, Brayden, to you, she says, well, we don't have to worry about the loot. But we stay with, Sockham and Lawrence. Lawrence, go ahead and add, 500 gold pieces worth of jewelry to your inventory.
Okay.
Money, money, money.
Money. And Lawrence would probably rejoin Sock. She'd be like, well, Brain's looking a little underwear, but he's getting over it.
That's good.
Right, that's done. Let's get moving.
Great.
We should probably take our time.
Why is that?
Well, for one thing, they've apparently seen some of the other guys, and notably just looking at Sock's Harper pin. Just some of the other guys.
Good, a suitable warm-up for our trek into necromancy.
And Lawrence, doesn't hear Azure Edge, but he's like, there's apparently been a lot of them, so we might want to be careful, and it's apparently negotiations to try and stop the fight. So,
They're a blight on the city.
He's quiet to not draw attention, but he does quietly say to address them both. Lawrence has a point, and so does Azurage. They are a blight on the city, but at the same time, It's only fair we give them a verbal chance first to turn over.
And Lawrence actually just gives him a nudge. Looks like I want to hit the pin for a little while.
Talk to the Black Network, Sockham.
I talk to everyone.
Do you think they'll give you that chance? Better to strike first, I say.
I say better to strike second because you have better justification.
Lawrence is raising an eyebrow because he doesn't hear any of this. But it's another nudge. Hide the pin for a while. If we can avoid fighting, that'd be kind of nice.
That's also true. I think he takes it and like he doesn't. Oh, excuse me. I think he like takes it and like resets it up like under the top portion of his little.
So it holds it
fabric
together,
belt.
but you can't see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So, City of the Dead.
Yeah, just.
Are you gonna ask me to stay? Are you gonna ask me to stay out of trouble when we get there too?
Actually, thought of that. Given the mess earlier, and the fact they've mixed you and Rock up, if you could claim to be him, even less fun.
If you're gonna ask me to pretend I'm Rockham, then I have to put up an act like I'm Rockham. So that means I can't really fight. So I guess we're just going to take a look.
Get her to just take a poke around and keep out of sight, and hopefully we won't get dragged into it.
But if we have to, we will.
If we have to, only if we must. Because frankly, I would like to not repeat earlier.
Like, I'm sorry, but if I see that thing or anything wrong, just out and about walking around, me and Ashvedge are going in.
While I don't disagree with you, Sockham, it should be noted that your sister falls into that designation for a lot of people.
That's true. But
And
you
Lawrence is raising an eyebrow again, like, okay, only one of us can hear this conversation.
Right. Ashvedge made the point of our sister fits the category sometimes. He says, like, really, really quiet.
And Lawrence nods very, very sadly for a moment, just like, damn it, you ain't wrong.
But the three of us fully know what I mean.
Well,
So,
let's go then.
and Lawrence, has already set off, but at a much more leisurely stroll.
Right. A leisurely stroll with stolen goods in your pocket.
I mean,
Isn't that how you're supposed to do it?
yeah, pretty much.
Fair.
It's like, Lawrence didn't know they were stolen.
I
got them from
mean...
You got them from Esvile, what do you think?
You got them from his village. She said they're not mine, don't worry. You could assume they're stolen. She also said be careful where you sell those.
True, but for all Lawrence can actually argue, it's, oh, they were like my parents and they were old family heirlooms, they were recognizable.
Fair enough.
He can make the argument, whether or not they buy it would be another matter. But
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
you're welcome, the heat is now off.
I mean, the heat is still on, but anyway. So the two of you head up the street towards the City of the Dead. You want to do anything on the way?
I did have a thought.
Go on.
Something. So I gotta double check just so I'm not making an ass of myself before I do this. I want to see if we can find an apothecary on our way.
You can find an apothecary anyway, probably.
So I just want to snag another potion.
Make an investigation check. Shouldn't be hard. DC like 10.
I mean, Lawrence would probably be. I don't know.
doubt.
What are you looking for?
There you go.
You overestimate my intel.
Yeah, so you find an alchemist shop, probably called like, I don't know.
Speaking out of character, as long as it's not Weird Bottle.
It's not Weird Bottle. I'm just trying to think of a good name. It's probably like an alchemist shop called like Are You Draft with a question mark.
Oh, that's good. I like it.
Well, if we need to take our time, how about we stop in here and grab some supplies?
Lawrence's eyebrows both go up like, ooh, good idea. Hadn't thought of that. And goodness knows we could both use a cup.
Mm-hmm. I've got the one Braden gave me a while back, but I don't trust fights here anymore.
Smart not to.
To push open the door, and yeah, it's just a shop that sells alchemy reagents, alchemy supplies, and potions. Behind the desk is like a human. He looks a little bit like. I've been on the Disney kick recently, so he looks a little bit like the barkeep from Beauty and the Beast.
Nice.
The lumberjack looking dude.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Looks a little bit like him, a little bit younger. And he's wearing a leather apron instead of a white one. And then he nods when the two of you come in. And he says, "Looking for something specific, or looking to get started? I've got primers in the corner."
No, we're coming to pick up some supplies, health potions and the such.
Adventurers, are you?
A tad.
Not seen your like before. Been to the Yawning Portal before. It's a great place for adventurers to gather, get plenty of work.
You may have heard of us. We've been making some headway here in the city.
And Lawrence just gives Song a look like, oh boy, here we go again.
Try me.
The KnightLites?
I heard there was more of you.
There is, but we're currently split up handling different issues.
I know that feel. Well, used to. What do you need? Giant strength, fire breath, stone skin?
I was coming for another health potion, but giant strength sounds interesting. I'm already kind of a giant.
Indeed you are. Don't have much, but got hill and stone in stock.
How much would it run me?
Potion of stone, giant strength. 3,000 dragons.
And then Lawrence just chokes.
I think we'll stick to the health potions. How
right.
many should we? How much do you charge for?
That depends on how potent you want it. I got 6 potencies.
Oh boy.
What's the 44? That's just standard.
Yeah, standard. Potency 3. You're probably used to potency 2 if you're fledgling adventurers. That's a little bottle, about mouthful of liquid.
He pulls out the one that he's got on him.
Which is what? That's 2d4? 2d4 plus 2?
I believe so.
Sorry?
I believe so.
Yeah, he nods. He says, got good few of them, and then 4 levels above them.
How much for a couple lesser, and how much for standard?
A couple of those, 40 dragons apiece. Well, the bigger ones, 100.
And Lawrence nods and he says,
I've only got 6
I'll
of the
take
big
one
ones,
lesser.
though, so...
I'll take one of the lesser.
One of the little ones. Then,
Yeah.
So he nods and like goes over to his shelf, and they're in those racks that are designed. You take the front one, they slide forward.
Yeah.
So all the shelves are angled, and he pulls out a little red like vial and takes it over to the counter, sets it down.
And Lawrence just forks over the 40 dragons, no problem.
Takes it, slides it over to you.
I've got an interesting question, actually.
Mm.
You have a potion that can make one a bit smarter?
Not permanently.
How much?
A couple hours.
And how much for it? How long does it last? And what?
Last couple of hours. Makes you a bit smarter. Won't teach you how to read, but wizards swear by it.
I can already read. I just need a little more. He like knocks on his head.
Yeah.
Decision
this is,
making ability.
Tell you what. I might have a solution for your problem. I have a friend of mine. He's a dwarf. Brewer. He, likes to mix my alchemy supplies with his, well, brew. Supposedly, he's got an ale that'll make you a little bit smarter, but you can drink it all you want. This stuff, he, like, picks up a random vial and shakes it. Cough too many of these, well, you'll be throwing up blood. Don't want that.
I see.
Mine's are more potent, obviously, but sounds like you want a long-term solution.
Right. Yeah. All right, then. I myself will take 2 of the lesser health potions, mind you, and where I can find your dwarf friend.
He grabs 2 more little vials off the shelf, sets them down. 80 dragons. You want to take yourself over to, unfortunately named, the Madbeard Brewery.
Wait, Turnabout, that's a great name.
It's a great name, isn't it?
That's actually really good.
Tell him Carl sent you, and you want to ask him about the wizard's mind bomb. You're welcome, Birchmela.
Shit, I'm still doing math because I am. I could use this potion. So this will take me to 89.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. You're working out the plat, right?
Yeah, I'm.
1 plat is 10 dragons, right?
1 plat is 10 dragons. You're buying 80 dragons worth of potions
So
right now.
minus 8 plat.
Yep.
93.
The potion of Stone Giant's Drink with only 30 platinum, by the way.
Oh,
You said 30. You said 30,000. If it's 30 plat, it's 300
30,000.
plat.
No, it said 3,000.
I said 3,000 gold dragons, 30 plat is that. Is it
Oh.
not?
30 plat is 300
Is it?
dragons.
Yeah, you're right. So it would be 300 plat.
I thought so. That's why.
I am a dingus. Leave it Lamash to the Nightfall. Anyway,
Our little statistic.
There's a reason I'm the wizard.
yep.
And the Mad Dragon.
The
Beard.
Mad Beard Brewery. Yep.
Why did I start thinking Mad Dragon? It's Mad Dragon.
Because there's a skewered dragon.
Fair point.
Can I get you boys anything else today?
I think I'm set for the moment. Thank you very much.
Do you have one that can change someone's face?
Depends on what you want to look like. I mean, yes, but I have options.
Say... This is entirely hypothetical, just to explain what I'm after.
He nods.
Say we're trying to find a murderer that only comes after red-haired women. Have something for that?
I would need you to bring me a bit of red hair, but I could make it.
Was just a thought if you had on hand. Not a problem if not.
Your accent, you're not from around here.
Nope.
Bit of free advice.
Hmm?
Don't try to hide a sex thing with murder.
And
That's
then
fair.
Lawrence just snorts like, "Oh God!"
I think Sokam gives him like a blank stare for a few seconds, and then like cocks his head back and looks at Lawrence and is like,
Just Lawrence's face falling like, "Oh fuck me."
"Do people really do that?
Constantly. It's one of my best sellers.
Really?
Yes.
It's kind of
Wow.
creepy.
A little bit, but I mean, bravo to you to capitalize on it, I guess."
That, hair tonic, and healing potions, really.
The healing potions are also useful for that.
Oh, I hate you, Michael. Well, I think I've got everything I need.
You know, Lawrence nods and
You're adventurers, right?
Somewhat.
Petra's sword.
Looking for work?
I'm always willing to help.
I always need supplies. Monster parts, raw materials, plants.
We'll likely be staying here in the city for some time. If there's anything around here we can get you.
I mean, I'm not an herbalist. I know how to put them together, but I don't know what they look like when they grow.
And Lawrence nods and says, "I think we know someone that could help figure things out."
I always need another supplier. For the moment, you're cleaning me out of healing potions. I need a plant called Frostthorn. From your neck of the woods, I think. He pointed to Salcom.
Yes.
Oh, and honey. I always need more honey.
And Lawrence has his notebook out, just taking notes like, "Frostthorn and honey, alright."
Anything else?
Sure, I can get you a list if you like.
Sure.
Normally, I give this to my suppliers. Do you have a business license in the city?
I do.
Oh, perfect. Takes a note off of a stack and passes it to you.
And Lawrence will take it and
Pay good wholesale, obviously, but I pay well, competitive.
Lawrence nods and says, "We'll see what we can do."
I would also trade raw materials for potions. At a reduced rate, of course.
Of course. Never
What did
hurts
you
to have a mutually beneficial arrangement.
What did you say this place was called?
Are you draft?
I like this place so much.
I like this guy. We're doing the thing. We're getting attached to a character that likely doesn't matter. But
That's fine.
Those often turn out to be the best characters.
I was gonna say, it's kind of what we do.
It's what D&D players do in general.
It's true.
And Lawrence, kind of just gives a halfway. Alright, we'll be back when we can, and hopefully we'll have things in tow for you.
And hopefully my dwarf friend can help you out.
Thank you very much.
Wait. And I squint at Salcom. You said the KnightLites.
yes,
You're that Harper. Rockham.
And,
No.
and Lawrence, is giving Sock a look.
No, unfortunately, my brother, Rockham, isn't here right now. He was sent off on official business. I'm Sockham. Nice to meet you.
Well, that
Like shakes your hand, and he nods. Apologies, I didn't realize there were two of you.
Oh, we're twins. It's
That would do
understandable.
it. When you say sent off on business, he wasn't the one that, you see him glance at Asher Edge, attacked the cemetery earlier.
No. That was a grave misunderstanding.
Yeah, that plan lasted all of about 30 seconds.
You might need to, talk to the Gazette then.
I plan to.
I could put in a word for you if you like.
I do need to know where the building is.
I don't know it off my head, but I could find out. But you could do the same thing I do. You need to go to the Hall of Justice and get the records. The public.
That's fair enough. I'll likely have to go there some point soon anyway. Thank you very much.
I'm curious. You said you're staying in the city. What do you need the potions for?
Well, like I said, my brother was...
Do I want to know?
I was about to say, my
And
brother...
Lawrence is like, probably not.
Yeah, like I said, my brother was sent on business. You likely really don't.
Nods slowly. Tell you what, give me one of those small ones back.
He'll hold it out.
And he takes it and reaches like over one shelf, picks up a slightly bigger vial, and he says, 20 gold more?
Sure. Can't hurt to have one for an emergency.
And takes it, passes you the other vial.
That's a big boy potion.
Yeah, 4d4 plus 4.
Lesser is 2d4 plus 4, correct?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2, thank you.
Oh, shit. Okay. I don't have a map of Waterdeep right now because Brayden took it back. I need
Correct.
to delete that.
Well, safe travels, and, if it helps, I know a barber.
Appreciate it, but we should be okay. Thank you very much for your help.
Hope to do business with you again soon.
Will do.
Lawrence leads the way out.
Alright, you guys step out.
Just to clarify, were you implying the need of a haircut or like barber surgeon?
Barber surgeon.
Gotcha.
So, I have a side question that I haven't asked in a while, and I probably should have.
Yep.
Did Lawrence fix my Ember Kanavi shield?
Not yet.
Okay,
He worked on it, he hasn't finished it. It's currently back at the shop.
gotcha.
So we would need to head back to Troll Skull anyway. But first things first.
Where you guys heading?
Well, it's about that time, so we do need to actually get to the City of the Dead at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, on the way over, Lawrence just gives him a nudge like, so much for saying you're your brother, huh?
Well, if they think he's the Harper, it's better to say I'm me.
He's got a point.
Okay.
He does actually have a point.
Well, shit. And Lawrence would probably do a head tilt and go, okay, you got me there.
And until we get things straightened out with the Gazette, it's better to stay that way.
So we concentrate over to the carriage clattering through the gates of the City of the Dead, and some of the City Watch helping as we lay down, bringing you get out of the carriage, and the two of you just start walking through the city. and Esvile is like, she's not like linked arms with you like when you were in disguise, but you are feeling better at this point. Like now you just got a bit of an upset tummy. That's about it. But she's like walking beside you, and she's just like chatting as you go. She says, "Not a lot of good sight lines up here. I hope the plaza's better. I don't come here often. Nothing I want to remember."
It's usually best to leave bad memories behind.
How did... Never mind.
No, how did what?
You're different from... well, them. All 5 of them. How did you get...
Yeah, we're a bit of a ragtag group.
I don't mean, well, yes, but no, I mean, you're like me.
Well, want to get out first chance I can.
Okay.
No, he's like saying that to her.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you had something to get out.
No, he was saying to her, it's like, what, want to get out first chance I can.
Yes and no. There's a bit of a personality clash. You're
What do you
not...
mean?
I don't mean to imply that you're selfish, but... you have the good sense to stay in the back.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't exactly take the hits.
Neither can the boy, but he's out there with the big ones.
I legitimately don't know if she's referring to Pierce or me.
She's referring to Pierce, because you're on the taller side.
Okay, she said boy. My first thought is, wait, which one?
No.
Pierce is objectively a boy. Lawrence is arguably a man.
Huh. I like that.
Socked Babel.
Yeah. I understand that you're close, but it just seems odd.
Oh, I suppose it's more a play to my strengths. I'm better at staying in the back.
Why
learning
associate
from
with
this.
them is my question. I'm not against it, I'm just curious.
Well, one, they're family. They've never really done me wrong. Don't get me wrong, family isn't exactly all it's cracked up to be, but they're all good. They're there when I need them, and I'm there for them.
She kind of like... I don't know how to describe the gesture, but she does that thing that, like, noble ladies in media do when she's, like, tense. She, like, looks down and, like, kicks her feet a little bit.
Yeah.
And she says, "They don't like me. I can't blame them, but they don't. They're not going to approve of our partnership."
I mean, no, but there's not really much they can do about it.
They can exclude me from things. They can try to drive a wedge between us. Family does that.
You're right, they do. You just need to try and convince them otherwise.
The problem is they're right. I don't... What I do is dangerous. Granted. But I don't chase glory. I don't fight dragons.
I take offense that we didn't fight the dragon.
We made a friend, God damn it.
Frankly, given the opportunity, yes. I would try to make you choose between me and them. But I would do so fairly. It's not going to be an ultimatum. I'm just going to present the options. I don't approve of what they do. And you're wasted there. How can I convince them of something that's true? I'm not saying run away with me. I am saying run away with me, but I
Yeah.
know that's not practical.
Don't get me wrong, we didn't come here to seek glory and be hailed as heroes. It just
You
kind of
can
got dropped on
forgive
us.
me for drawing that conclusion.
I know, it just kind of got dropped on us and we've just went with it. Seems to have worked out so far. Don't get me wrong, there's been a few close calls, but
Is it what you want?
I mean, it's fun.
And she like jostles her bag. This isn't?
Different kind of fun.
I was actually just about to say that. Well, that's a different kind of fun, don't get me wrong. It is also enjoyable, but
I'm not a hero. And I'm rather convinced that you're not either. But the point remains, I can't convince them to accept me when their conclusions are right. And I'm not sure what to do. I'm not asking you to choose. Yet. But they might.
I mean, to be fair, the one that would probably ask first would be Pierce.
Mm-hmm. I don't... I don't like the idea of family coming between us. Frankly, I thought I didn't have to worry about that because you're lowborn. I thought I could just like you. Ever since I saw you on that rooftop. You didn't have a clue. You still don't.
You're right, I didn't at the time. How do I put this into words?
I'm taking a lot of risks for you. Like a lot. I mean, we're having this conversation, I'm not even wearing a mask.
That's your fault.
My point remains.
Yeah, you have taken a lot of risks for me. I've only asked once.
I'm not saying I don't want to. I'm saying if something happens, I want it to be our choice, not an angry Goliath or a pouty wizard. Or whatever your sister is. Fiefling?
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Take a cup of tea and fling it.
Very
You're
pretty good.
Well, the way things are shaping up at the minute, might not be having to choose between you and them. I'll be having to choose between staying here and going back with Rockham.
What?
He's the other one. Rockham's a bit, upset
Dense.
that we've
Aye.
Aye. No. Rockham's the one with the grey markings.
But they're both rather dense, Brayden.
Rockham less so.
understand that I don't know them that well. But from where I'm standing, he's the only one that doesn't want to be here.
That's my point.
Zockham's a Harper. The little one, Pierce,
Pierce.
is Force Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Connie is... well... she takes to the city.
And
And
also
there's-
part of the Enclave.
And then there's you. I mean... us?
Yeah, us. I suppose it's more going to be we'll all do our own thing until we come together to do something big. Because Lawrence has his job at the Steam of Steel.
It's tempting to keep you occupied and not tell you that I'm doing that. They're never going to accept me.
I wouldn't say never.
They might accept Asvili Rosnar. They're not going to accept the Black Viper. They're just not. But business first. Before we do this, what's the objective? What I mean is, look, it was a bad decision to join the Zentarum. Are we, killing them?
Preferably not.
Are we
It's more
taking them
listen to
alive?
what they have to say. No, listen to what they have to say and preferably don't die.
So we're actually going to parley? Are you staying in the Zentarum?
Hmm?
Are you staying in the Zentarum?
For now.
What's your exit strategy?
I'll burn that bridge when it comes to it.
The KnightLites in a sentence.
Not wrong.
Do you frustrate the others as much as you just frustrated me?
We all frustrate each other just as much.
On the one hand, I always wanted siblings. And on the other hand, if a priest said the two of us were related, I'd swear.
You're not the only one.
The one time I listen to my mother and find a nice boy who shares my interest, I get all of this. You better be worth it.
I think he just let shrugs and it's like, I'll try.
Right. I'm going to get changed, get the crossbow. Plaza's over there.
Missed that last bit.
Plaza's
Something's
over there.
Aye.
I hate that immediately made me think of every time a girl said that to me.
What? I'm going to get changed and grab my crossbow?
No.
Because, like,
Frankly,
I've
I
been there.
wish.
I've been there on multiple occasions.
Frankly, I wish. Not yet.
Yet.
Listen, it's Sims. If she doesn't get one herself, I'm probably getting her one. No, you better be worth it.
I can't reveal myself. Which means you're going to be fighting by yourself or running. And you can't go to the guards. Are you sure about this?
The others will be here shortly.
Do they know where the plaza is?
Yeah, we've been there, have we not?
You have, Pierce has, Connie has, that's it.
There's no way Lawrence hasn't been to the plaza at some point.
You've been to the City of the Dead?
It's been almost 5 years. There's no way he hasn't at least.
Emric and Avi don't talk about their families for a reason.
No, but there's got to be a point where Lawrence would have taken a walk around the city and wound up in the City of the Dead at some point.
Either way,
I mean,
if they have the foresight, they'll get a map and get here.
It's a giant ward-sized graveyard. I don't think you kind of just end up there.
Not really. You sort
Unless
of
you're-
need a reason to be in there.
So,
Unless you're in a drunken haze.
as Vila, puts one hand on her hip, she had, put her backpack down and started to change. She stops, and she, stares at you for a second. If they have common sense, they'll buy a map. Brayden, think about what you just said. And think about who you said it about.
Lawrence at least has some common sense. He's been here for about 5 years.
How much do you want to bet that in his mind, he's going to say something like, I've lived here for 5 years, I know where everything is. I don't need a map. Brayden.
You know what? If they don't get a map and don't get here, I'll give you my share of what you just got.
Yes, because
I'm betting on this.
it's about the bloody money. Mm-hmm.
Is it not?
Oh my god. Sockham, no.
I'm
That
going
wasn't
to
Sokka,
change.
that was me.
I'm going to change. You're going to walk over there because I still have a measure of modesty.
You just turn
What's-
and walk over.
What's the, as you turn your back? She says, "What's the signal for me to open fire?"
When somebody draws steel.
Somebody or them?
When both parties draw steel.
I'm not shooting the watch for you. Alright,
That's
maybe the watch. But if the Order of the Gauntlet shows up, I'm running.
I'll be running as well.
Maybe the watch. Not Force Grade, definitely a Hopper. Don't worry, I'll shoot a Hopper for you.
Don't shoot Sockham.
I don't know. She'd probably shoot Pierce for Brayden.
You hear the sound of a crossbow, cocking. As you start to walk away, she says, "No promises."
Guarantee you she'd shoot Pierce.
I mean, maybe shoot him in the foot, but don't try and kill him.
If I have to choose, I'm choosing you.
And like I said, shoot him in the foot.
Can't he do that thing? We'll talk later. Go.
Oh,
I am
I'll
both-
not let it go over to the site. I'll let it hang back a bit, wait for someone else to let go there, kind of thing.
Yeah, I promise you're not gonna see your contact.
I mean, okay, fair.
I know I need to find the handout for this because it's been four sessions.
Oh god.
Sorry.
The 4 sessions took 2 days in game.
Yep, pretty much.
Because we
Procrastination
fuck
at its finest.
It's not even procrastination, it's just that in-game activity takes so fucking long.
It really does. Okay, so yeah, so you're hanging back. Do you know what to look for?
Oh, it was Edred Horn. We were
Istrid Horn.
Estrid. Estrid Horn.
You have any idea who that is?
Not a clue.
Exactly.
Honestly, I don't think he would let go up to anyone. until the others get here because he's not putting his own head in the line like that.
So Salcom and Lawrence, you guys arrive at the City of the Dead at high sun. What do you do?
Lawrence is probably leading the way, and he'd probably take a bit of a circuitous route.
Okay.
Just
like I said, you get to the City of the Dead at high sun. What do you do?
Oh.
I was gonna say head in, get ready to look around.
Well, yeah.
Do you know where you're going?
Looking around.
Okay. So big ass cemetery. What are you looking for?
We did explain to them where we were going, did we not?
One of you has a note. I think Connie has it.
Aye.
But yeah,
Connie explained it. Braden explained it too. Like,
yeah, you're going to right. the Agarian statue.
Yeah.
You know, Lawrence would probably ask, and then they'd head in.
Okay. So you see Braden? Do you see them, or do they see you?
Braden would probably see them first.
Okay. So do you walk up to them?
Aye.
So as you guys are approaching the plaza, Braden walks up to you.
And Lawrence is going to be, or try to be subtle.
He's by himself.
Fair. But he also doesn't know if anyone else is watching.
Right.
So he's going to, meet Braden's eyes, nod, and keep walking past him.
Okay.
Just, we're gonna try and keep our heads down and keep an eye out.
As he's walking past him, it's like I've not seen anyone out of the ordinary. And he shrugs a bit.
Well, here's hoping things work out.
So, the plaza it's one of those plazas with a statue and then a lot of open ground and then buildings, right? A Agarian statue is a well-known landmark in the city's Parkland Cemetery. A tall marble sculpture of a bearded, robed wizard standing atop concentric steps and facing west towards the skyline of Waterdeep. His hands outstretched and a broad smile on his face. He's like an important dude. There's several people... What is that?
Pierce.
It sounds like somebody has adjusted their headset.
Pierce.
Effect.
It's like a well-known dude. There's a bunch of people coming and going for various purposes in the City of the Dead, and there's also beggars out here.
Mm-hmm.
Make an investigation check, boys. By the way, all three of you have inspiration if you don't have it already.
Then, for once, I'm going to use...
Noted.
Can I use mine to reroll?
Unfortunately, when you said I'm going to use it, it was blanked out on my screen, so it hadn't rolled yet.
Oh, really?
Yep. Sorry,
I had one from before, which is what I was...
You only get one.
They don't stack, unfortunately.
Yep. My thought was, get rid of this one, let this one move in. Because we did that before.
I did say make the roll before I said you have inspiration, so I will allow that. If you want to spend 2 inspiration on this roll, you can.
I'm not wasting 2 inspiration.
Okay.
I will accept that I fucked up. Because I am a big boy.
So, Lawrence.
Yeah.
You notice one of the beggars. It's one of those beggars that's sitting on a rug with a bowl. The rug is way too nice. It's like a red carpet with gold tassels on the ends.
Oh, geez. So it's pretty dang fancy.
More to the point, it's clean and not patched.
Yeah, no beggar would have that.
No.
That would have been sold for dragons long ago.
Sitting on the rug is a dwarf, a female dwarf, with a backpack behind her, like she's leaning on the backpack, and she's wearing a like a headscarf that is also red with gold like filigree around the end. She's got tan skin. I actually have a handout for her. In the handout, she's wearing plate mail armor. She's not wearing that here. She's dressed like in just robes, but they're again a little too nice. But this is Istrid. Let me know if you guys got that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Lawrence, you're the only one who notices that the beggar's out of place.
And it's he'll play along for the moment.
She's also got like silver coins in her bowl instead of like stashing them away safely.
Yeah, and he'll take out silver and toss it in. You know, again, playing the part.
Right.
And he'll just lean down and mutter, "You're not being very subtle."
She scowls at you.
That is how you get stabbed.
Looks at the coin.
Probably.
Looks back at you.
And Lawrence would glance. You know, he wouldn't turn his head, but he'd glance where Brayden was. I don't know
when you
if
look
fucking
back, she's got a knife in her hand. Who are you?
Lawrence Parnassus of the KnightLites. And he's very much keeping his voice low.
You are a thief and a murderer. You've killed a baboon and stolen his face.
And and he smiles and does a little produce flame trick because, you know, Word's probably gotten around about.
You need to stop instigating with a leader of the Zentarum. You are going to die.
It wasn't trying to start shit.
I'm sorry, but
The first thing you did was insult her. The second thing you did was threaten her with fire.
Fair point.
Like, do you want me to kill Lawrence because you're on a hair's breadth?
No. And so Lawrence would probably look contrite and say, "I didn't intend to insult. My apologies."
I don't do subtle.
Fair point. Well, we got your letter.
I did not call for you.
Call for one of us.
The letter said the KnightLites, did it not?
Yeah, but it was sent to you.
No, it was sent to Connie and Pierce.
No, it was sent to... No, Connie and Pierce intercepted it.
Ah.
It was sent to you.
Okay.
So at that point, Lawrence would probably say, "We tend to travel as a group."
Where's my countryman?
Word. And he glance over where Brayden is.
When you look back, she shifted again, and the knife is like, all she has to do is straighten her hand, and it's gonna go in your hamstring.
Lawrence hasn't moved.
Right.
And he's trying to be as non-threatening as possible. He hasn't reached for a weapon.
This is not the time for schoolyard games. Where is my countryman?
If Braden had noticed anything going on, he would have been like walking over.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
You see Lawrence talking to a beggar.
Shit. And Lawrence, for his part, would, no longer be looking away because he doesn't feel like getting his, leg cut off at this
Yeah,
point.
basically.
And he would say, I don't know who you're referring to. I'm sorry. However, one
Then
of the
be
others
gone.
might. And Lawrence would
Take your
nods.
filthy coin with you.
And he'll take his 1 silver back and say, apologies again for the insults. And he would leave.
You walk away.
He'd walk away to another part of the plaza, but still within line of sight, basically.
Yeah, you feel her eyes on you. So, Brayden, you did see him drop a coin in the dish, have a conversation, and then take the coin away.
I would look over to him and facing concern and nod at him. Isn't
And there'd be a very small nod back, like, yep.
I look over at the beggar, look back at him, it's like what the fuck, what?
And there'd be a very concerned look, like, what are we getting ourselves into kind of expression.
And just a look of confusion.
And, Morris kind of nod towards her. It's just like, go talk to her.
Okay, and I'll walk over to her.
She's still glaring at Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
What, you think this is some kind of game? My life is on the line.
No games, more caution.
Caution. Caution. The first thing he says to me is that I look like a rat.
Brain looks back at him like, dude, the fuck.
And Lawrence is not hearing any of
No, you
this,
didn't hear
mind
any of
you.
that.
And Lawrence does the eyebrow raise, like, what? It's that you know me, you know me look. Would I actually say that sort of thing?
It shakes his head and looks back at us like, he's a numbskull. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
You are... KnightLite.
KnightLite, Braden Coy. At
Huh?
your service.
Her eyes light up. Yes, you are. Isturhorn. Zentarum.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sit.
Hey, let's sit in front of her. So, what was it you were needing to see me about?
I am not here to hire you. She looks around again. I'm not...
Okay.
I am used to getting what I need, and most of everything that I want. Right now, I need a place to hide. I have needed it for many days.
Right.
I am arranging passage out of the city. I do not want to be embroiled in this war between the Hunter and Weird Bottle. But it would take time to put it together. You have a place to hide?
Right now, no. But we were actually putting together a place to hide. Anyway,
50 platinum dragons.
I think he just it stops talking, looks at us like, okay.
She's not looking at you, like she's looking around constantly.
Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to put in words like,
Mm-hmm.
we're putting the manor together. We're planning on putting the hidden room in it. You're more than welcome to stay there when it's done.
I do not have time for when it's done. I need something now. Not tonight, not this afternoon. Now.
I think you just let Rob's back of his neck slip.
If I get arrested, I will talk. And I will take you with me, Braden Coy.
I mean, fair. It's like, a character, I'm trying to think of places that she can hide.
Right.
She can hide with the Black Vipers, but it's like, fuck. It's probably a bad idea.
There is one option, but it's a very big ask.
Yeah, a big ask for her to stay at your house.
I have a thought.
More than welcome.
There's that thin, somewhat closed off alleyway next to Troll Skull that's rather hard to see people from the street.
No, that's... Do you see her, like, her rug that she's sitting on her clothes? That's like, no. She'd probably stab us before going no.
Fine. 100 dragons. Platinum.
100 platinum.
Oof.
I do have somewhere in mind, but I'll need to talk it over first.
We do not have time for talking. We don't have time to
You'll
wait.
know within, you will know within the next 2 minutes.
Fine. 2 minutes.
He'll like get up and walk over to Lawrence.
And Lawrence would be, notably not looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
So, we kind of glance over when he sees Braden walking up. Just
He'll like, walk up to him and punch in the shoulder.
ow! What was that for?
Okay, 1, high leader. 2, calling her a rat. Really, that's a good way to get stabbed.
Just said she wasn't subtle. You think
It looks at her with that look of letting, if you didn't call me subtle, how much of an insult do you think that would be?
I mean, I think you take it a cue to up your game.
It just like, narrows his eyes. Okay.
And Lawrence gives him a look like, really? So?
I know what she needs. She needs a place to hide. Immediately. She can't wait for Troll Skull to be finished.
And Lawrence nods and says,
She's willing to pay 100 platinum.
running a risk. And he would, just basically palm his apartment key and give it to Braden.
Mm-hmm.
And just, she can hide out.
And
I'm just saying right now, just throwing this out, Mr. Cavalier with your house key. If Istrid fucking Horn is caught in your apartment, you're going to the gallows.
Shit.
I'm just saying.
Well, then she won't be caught then, will she?
Good fucking
You're not-
luck
you're
with
not-
that.
You're not the one running the risk.
Here's
I mean, yeah, I am the one running the risk because if she gets caught, I am going to the gallows as well.
I have an awful idea.
I too. Awful idea.
You're more than welcome to shoot.
Put her up in Rainier's apartment. He's already in hiding anyway.
Oh, because that will end very well. Although, admittedly, that's the
it's a
last
terrible
fucking place
idea.
they'll look.
Okay, then try this one on. Use this as an opportunity to have Isvile prove that we can trust her.
As an awful idea, it will piss off his Vile, and I love it.
Right?
Bitch.
The guards and everybody already don't like Isvile's family because they already get up to weird shit.
Exactly. So in other words, oh, let's check there. They've probably got some hidden shit. Whereas Lawrence is in good graces and mostly keeps off the board.
Yeah, which would probably get him thrown into the gallows quicker.
Also, point of note: if she's found in Troll Skull Alley, all of us that live in that property are all going to the gallows.
That's true.
Yeah, and they'd probably take most of Troll Skull as collateral.
I'm just saying.
On a separate note, you still need to go make sure we can actually make that basement hidden room.
I mean, plans got put in like days ago.
Yes, but you didn't
You know,
check.
it takes time.
Bright,
Aye.
no, that means Brayden goes to the gallows.
Oh, that means Brayden gets.
Yeah, if we don't help, Brayden's fucked. If we do help when she gets caught, Brayden's fucked. We gotta do this. We have to do this.
I don't think Brayden.
Espila is our only option, our
I
only
don't
good
think-
option.
I don't think Brayden would survive long enough if she got caught. For that matter, I don't think any of us would.
Give her
Yeah,
the
with the
apartment
exception
key.
of-
Do it. Give her the apartment key.
I'm not giving her the apartment key.
Howard.
Tell her
I'm
to go to.
Thank you for keeping me alive.
Tell
I'm
her.
escorting her there, putting her in the house, and locking her in. She needs
Oh,
to hide out. Well,
no.
not locking her in. Not locking her in.
No,
But, like, fucking...
it's send her to Isvile, isn't it? It's a locked house. They're a noble family.
They're
so
servants.
Mert's gonna do what he can to prevent a noble family from getting thrown under, like he's currently doing with the.
He doesn't give a shit.
Bold of you to assume the Rosnars are Harpers.
That's
Bold of
fair.
you to assume
That
Bourbon
they're
gives a
enough.
shit.
That is.
I mean,
Well, he.
I kind of doubt the Growlhuns were Harpers either.
Really? Really? You wanna put some money on that, Birchmila? You wanna put some money on that, Birchmila?
They were Harpers?
No.
There's also the fact that you assumed that they were important. Not that they. Rosnars are important enough to save. Anyway, back to the show.
Anywho,
Aye.
You know what we do is we go clear out this necromancer and the flesh golem and just go hide her in that crypt.
Gee,
That's
rude.
not a bad thought.
It's either hide out in there or get caught by the police. Your choice.
Or, Lawrence's apartment.
Yes.
it's hello, Jacko. I know you're cute, but you cannot have my ice
Right.
cream.
So I take the apartment key, go back to her, and not even go back to her, but gesture for her to follow.
Or you could off her and then she never opens her mouth.
I don't.
Good
I
luck with
don't.
that.
I don't see the point in locking her there because.
No, I wasn't going to lock her there. I was just going to say you can hide it
You,
here.
you gesture her for her to follow. She doesn't move. She just glares at you.
Okay, I'll come back over to her.
You're expecting to follow you blindly? No.
Okay, fair enough. I've got a place for you to hide out.
Alright, tell me the address.
I can take you there now.
Do you have a carriage?
I can get one.
Get one.
Okay, you may wait here for a bit.
You have an hour.
Okay, I'll on my way to get a carriage.
Alright. So Brayden, you walk away. Where is Sockham during all of this?
Probably just looking around at the mausoleum.
Okay, make an investigation check for me, please.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Pierce, we just want you to know this is all your fault.
It's not my fault. I didn't tell him about the crypt. I did not.
Exactly. Therein is your fault.
Do you want to use inspiration?
I really want to find this. Yeah.
Now watch him roll a one.
Right?
I know.
If you don't find it, we're good. If you do find it, you're dead.
I'm gonna go beat a wall. I'll be back.
Did he actually roll a 1?
Nope, he did not. He rolled a 2 and a 3.
Yeah. Yep. I am outraged.
This is good.
I am outraged.
Knuckle is on our side.
I was just about to say, Nuffle has spoken. You're not investigating.
So
I am outraged. I have been cheated.
So here's the thing: you find hide nor hair of the necromancer and the flesh golem.
Oh God! Wait.
Good and bad.
I'm
However,
sensing a butt.
yes. However, in frustration, you lean up against a crypt and make a frustrated noise, and you look up and you see giant writing.
Of course.
No! Oh no!
Dang it, Bob!
Oh, this is bad.
See,
Frankly-
guys,
Fire cemetery. He finds it.
what is my rule? What is my rule? What is the most interesting thing I can do to a character at a given time?
God damn it.
Snark at them until they shrink.
I mean, fair.
And then things get worse.
I mean, yes.
Frankly, I hate it, but it makes sense.
No, here's the thing.
Because this
Sockham's
isn't
smart
what he
enough.
was looking for.
It's not what you were looking for. It's the most interesting failure I can give you.
God.
And it's completely on brand for Sockham to bumble into the thing.
Yeah. It's great, to be honest.
Just let the record show it wasn't my fault this time.
Okay.
So yeah, so
So-
you see giant writing on this crypt, Sockham.
Is
Yeah.
Sockham smart
Pierce,
enough
shut
to
up.
think that it's in there? Sorry.
You had your scene last week. Come on, boy.
Yeah, like Sockham like looks up, sees that, and does a weird like anime character jump, twist, and face it.
Yeah, right. It's you can read giant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says "Stronger Together, Clan Grawl."
Yeah, I think there's this brief, like slowly bouncy, increasing, like visual of clan grow. He like turns at Laura,
Do you
looks
need a
back.
minute?
He like turns and looks at Lawrence.
Lawrence is not there. Lawrence is in the plaza with Brayden.
Right, I didn't know. That
You
was-
are by yourself.
Oh, he like turns to like yell at it. It's like, oh, he's not there. It's like, this is good. Azure Edge, am I allowed to go in here if it's my family?
What?
That says
Aren't
That
you from
says-
a very long way away?
yes, but that says stronger together, Clan Grawl. I am Clan Grawl.
On the one hand, I feel that I should point out that you need proper documentation, and you need to meet with several barristers and prove your lineage. On the other hand, let's see what's in there!
Dang it, Azure Edge!
Azure Edge. Azure-
Going charge!
Azure Edge is just as excited about this as Sockham is, and I love it.
Because you're attuned to it!
That's entirely fair.
So basically, what you're telling me is this acts as the equivalent of Sockham talking to himself.
A door open.
Yes,
a door,
yes, Nightfall, welcome to 8 sessions ago.
A door opened goes two ways, boy.
No, what I'm saying is, it's a Sockham that is of the alignment that Azure Edge is.
Again, welcome to 8 sessions ago.
And again, a door opened is one that goes both ways.
Something of a self-fulfilling feedback loop.
Right.
I would caution, 2 things, if I may. First, there's apparently a necromancer somewhere, so, caution. And second, don't let anyone see you breaking into a crypt.
Right.
I don't think someone responding to a burglary will take you at your word when you say, "It's all right, it's mine."
Yeah, like I think he's gonna like turn to like look at the thing to see if he can even open it in the first place.
It's a big stone building with stone double doors that are like stuck together.
Are they stuck, Fox?
I mean, they're held together. They're like closed, and there's a seam.
It's been about a day. Someone probably fixed it.
It's been about 10 hours, actually.
Still.
And they didn't report it.
I didn't.
My boot shallow.
Hey, Brightwind, just as a point, your commentary is fantastic, and I dig it. Put it in Roll20 so the stream can see it. Dingus.
Yeah, that would be helpful. I didn't even know you were talking, my dude.
Anyway, go on, Salcom.
Yeah. I think he's gonna like look and like see if there's anyone around.
Make a stealth check.
Oh no.
I'm real
I
tempted
don't
to
think
make you.
Goliath is going to be just the mental image alone is bars.
Okay, noted. I have made a note. So what do you do? What is do?
I take a second to recover from that.
Take a little bit of psychic damage, did you?
Not even my feet can stop that one.
Go on.
Oh man. I think Sako like looks around, see if there's anybody, and just.
Don't whistle, don't whistle, don't whistle, don't whistle.
Oh. Sorry, mine got away from me.
Just fuck all the audio levels when you do that.
Apologies. Just the do.
There you go.
Take a quick strut in, close the door behind him.
Well, hang on. Yep, the doors are currently closed.
Yeah. Trying to get in there.
Yeah. How are you going to try to get in there? I need you to describe what you do with these doors.
Oh boy.
Opens door, entire building comes down.
He's doing the gentle like Looney Tunes style like
do. One hand on the door, push.
just like push, slink in, push back.
Okay, so you push the door, it moves.
Are they supposed to give that easy?
Stone door, glass strength.
I mean, they are doors.
That's fair.
You push it a bit more and you hit resistance.
Bit,
You hear the clink of metal.
bit. Pull that hand back.
Well, the good news is it's probably not Draugr.
Yeah.
Probably.
Grab Azure Edge, try to push the other door. The other side.
Yeah, you push it about the same amount and then you hit resistance. And then the first door starts to... When you hit resistance from the second door, the first door moves forward a little bit.
Hey. This is a terrible plan, but Azure Edge, if I stick you in there, will we be able to see what's stopping it?
I might need a light.
Grab a torch off his pack.
So, crazy Goliath man is gonna light a torch at high sun in the middle of the city of the dead.
That's fair. Hit him with the dancing lights.
Okay, so you throw out the dancing lights, you stick Azure Edge through, and the first thing you hear is, "Oh God!"
Yoink.
Oh no!
There's a lot of dust in there.
What?
There's a lot of dust in there.
Red. Made me scared you were about to get damaged.
I'm made of mithril, I think.
I think.
That has no meaning to me.
That would be exactly what Salk would say if he was a weapon.
The odds of something harming me that quickly are very low. The door's chained shut.
Oh.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
They're like chained
yes,
together from the inside.
Think like
It hasn't been
I think
cleaned
he-
in a very long time.
well. Is there anything else of note, or could you only see the chains?
I can see the chain and the floor and the dust.
Right. Stick Azure Edge back in, but like right it upwards so he can look at the entire room. Quote entire room, because I don't know how big it is.
My gods!
Dust.
Yes, but also there's a hole in the ceiling.
There's a hole in the.
That's not good.
It's the hole in the sea.
Yeah, there's rubble on the floor. Looks like it fell in.
Something broke in.
Or,
Some-
time.
Anything else?
Stone walls, stone pillars, stone ceiling. I don't see any moving zombies at the moment. Hello? Oh, wait, that doesn't work. I see your motes of light. I see, let's see. There appears to be a stone coffin.
Huh. How long would it take to get official licensing to go in here?
Substantially longer than it would take for you to strike downward with sufficient force.
I'm not going to strike downward.
Hit
He,
the
like,
chain! Hit the chain!
He pulls Azure Edge out and just does a no. Unseen servant inside the.
It's weird. It's usually Azure Edge who's the sensible one.
Right?
Does unseen servant inside unchain the doors?
Nothing happens.
I-
Like the chain rattles a little bit.
I can't. Unchain it. I like.
Oh, did I forget to mention there's a padlock on it?
Yes, you did.
There's a padlock on the chain.
Well, that's a first level spell slot.
If I reach in again and I swing, can you hit it?
No, but you can.
Well,
I can't do much on my own.
I'm aware. I just meant, do you have? If when I swing you, do you possess the natural reach required?
You have to reach the axe past the chain to stick it into the room.
Oh,
The chain is on the door, dog.
I thought it was. Okay, I had a completely different visual.
Yeah, no.
I'm still very disconcerted by the entire prospect. Just saying.
Yeah, so he's just gonna. All right, that was a waste of a spell for the day.
I mean, it's not dispelled
I
yet.
mean,
You can use it for something else.
You could use it
That's
for
fair.
something else. You could throw it at the Draugr.
I don't think it can fight, but okay.
Yeet the servant. I cast Yeet Servant.
Unyeet
God.
servant.
That is entirely a spell Socken power.
You could open the you could open the stone coffin with the unseen servant, I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna chunk.
Make an attack roll with Azure Edge.
Because fuck this chain.
I'm assuming two-handed. Yeah. Roll damage.
Oh, there we go.
Cool. So, it's a god-awful noise. You have to go through about 5 layers of chain.
That's a lot of chain.
But then, yeah, it just clatters to the ground on the back of the door. There, see? That wasn't so bad.
No,
Oh.
China should here.
Let's
Yeah.
hope that we didn't unleash an ancient evil onto Waterdeep. That would be unfortunate.
If we did,
I
I'll
can
deal.
hear it.
If we did, I'll deal with the gallows.
As that's fine for you, but they'll melt me down and turn me into a chamber pot. A mithril chamber pot, honestly.
They'll probably just hand you back to Vajra, and she'll put you in a case for punishment for a while.
I would honestly rather be a chamber pot.
Well, you'll be the best. You'll be the best chamber pot to ever be crafted. No, like slide in.
Can't I be an axe instead, please?
And he'll just slide into the
And
room.
closes the door behind you. Yeah, you're in a crypt. You're in a stone mausoleum. It's got a high roof that's sloped down on either side. 4 pillars hold it up. There's a hole more or less in the middle. Big open space, plenty of place for sarcophagi to go. Nothing here.
He's gonna take a look at the hole just to be sure it really.
You see, like the wooden timber is still there, but the stone has fallen through. See, like some sunlight streaming in.
I want to try to find out if that really was by time. If there's a way to tell.
It's about 40 feet above your head.
Oh boy. There is not a way to tell.
Sorry, mate.
Unless I look at the route now. That's detective movie bullshit. That doesn't work.
So
Well,
what's your play? There is at the back of the crypt a big, like... If I say the king sarcophagus from a movie, you know what I'm on about?
oh fuck.
It's one of those. One of them big stone mamma jammas set long ways.
Ugh, man. Well, that's large.
So are you, and you said this is yours.
It really is yours. Shove, closes the lid.
Yeah, Sockham's having that moment of, I really didn't think I would get this far, and I really don't know what to do next.
Well, let's see who's buried here.
Suppose. Take a step over to the coffin.
Yeah, there's a plaque. There's a plaque in the shape of a like a coat of arms on the side of the crypt. It's blank.
I think he looks at it, noticing it's blank, and does that thing where like someone will wipe dust off something just to be sure, like it's not fucking with him.
It's not faded. It's not. I mean, it is dusty, but it's not like worn away. It's never been carved.
What in the world? Whoever
How
you want,
big
forgive.
was your clan exactly?
I don't know.
Oh dear. You'd think there'd be more.
Yeah. Well, whoever you are, forgive me. He's gonna go to like try and slide it to look inside.
Yeah, you go to like push the lid, it unseals immediately.
I don't think. Now, I'm no expert on. He like notices it, like immediately starts going and just stops. Like, I'm no expert on coffins, but I don't think coffins are supposed to open that easily, especially ones of this size.
Yes, there's usually a difference in air pressure because of the occupant. Strange.
Just a point. I want to. A quick. Sock's gonna look around just to make sure, like.
Make a
there's
perception
not-
check. You see alcoves where coffins should be. There are none. You see places where bodies can be laid. There are none. There are no remains of them. There is no disturbed dust of them. This crypt is empty.
It's like someone had this place built and then abandoned it.
Basically.
I think he's gonna like start sliding the like if it's long wise.
Right, you approach from where this dude's arm would be. You'd be pushing it across his chest.
Right. He's gonna go to the foot if he can.
Okay.
Try to like pull it downwards.
You cannot pull, you have to push.
That's a bit of an awkward positioning, but it's still possible.
That's how they work, dude! Like, if you get it started, then you could go to the other end and pull, but you have to start by pushing. It's a stone lid.
He doesn't want it to go off the side. He wants it to go down to reveal the head first.
Oh, that's fine. So you like start it and then go to the other end and pull it from the foot, and you go around like back in, and there's nothing in the coffin. There is, well, that's a misnomer. There's silk drapery all throughout the coffin, but it's lumpy. It's not person-shaped. There's just like lumpy silk, like something, like the silk fabric is covering something lumpy in this coffin.
Let me check something here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Sokken's gonna raise Azure Edge with two hands and command his unseen servant to reveal whatever being.
Like pull the, like, what do you mean reveal whatever is thing? Like what specifically
like,
do you want it to
uncover whatever the silk's on?
Okay. So it pulls the silk off. You see iron cauldrons full of platinum coins and wooden chests full of gold and jewels and various like manuscripts. You see a few like swirling vials and some like weapons and armor, and on the pillow where the head would be you see a journal.
Lower Azure Edge, clip it back to whatever holds it to his back.
Like it's a lot of money. Like a lot of money.
The Sockham's like completely like, it's one of those moments where his mind is blanking out the money and focusing on anything that provides information, like the journal and manuscripts.
Okay, you pick up the journal, it's small in your hands. The journal is
Small.
human-sized.
Small for Goliath. Just pop it open.
Pop it open. You recognize the handwriting immediately. You've seen it on tree bark and slates and music scores all your life. Tristan wrote this.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh shit.
Oh no.
What?
Now comes the moment of,
Like, you
is
don't
this
even need to make a
brave?
check. Like, this is obviously Tristan's handwriting.
There comes a moment here of, is this a fury of God moment, or is this a I should have figured?
What do you
No,
do?
this is a sneaky fuck moment.
I'd read what it says.
I mean, yeah.
Are you on a random page, or...?
I think he's gonna start from the first one.
Okay. So at the very beginning, it says... There's a foreword written in, like, the leather margin. It says, to whoever finds this, if you're a tomb robber, fuck you. If you're City Watch,
that's true.
fuck you. If you're
what?
Order of the Gauntlet, double fuck you, and I will piss on your grave.
Oh my god.
And then it says, to my daughter.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Shit.
You read it?
To self and Azurage. Shit. Continues to read.
Okay. It says, there's no way you could ever read this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I had this built. But they wanted to give me something for what I did to Daggold.
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Nope.
I don't know why I had this built. They wanted to give me something for what I did to Daggold.
Thank you for backstage, Delta. That whole
It doesn't feel right to put this money in this crypt with my best friend's name on it without an explanation.
Best friend. he's like rearing up, saying that while he's reading after he reads. What? My father didn't have friends.
You probably don't know me. And if you do, I'm a monster under your bed.
I think at reading that, he closes the journal.
Okay.
Anything beyond that point isn't his business.
Okay.
He's gonna do what he can to close the thing back up. He's keeping the journal with him.
Okay. Add Tristan Seargaze's adventuring journal to your inventory.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, are they doing the cake?
Cake? What?
Oh, I'm not muted. Sorry. I like I said, I got my own ice cream and cake. And I think they're getting ready.
Right. So what are you doing?
He's gonna seal the thing back up, like, gonna talk to Connie before we touch any of that. Because obviously that's either meant for her, or that's a stash.
I need some context, and I don't want to go rooting around in your brain.
So, do you remember my sister, Constance?
Yes, no, yes. Earlier this afternoon, there was a problem. Yes.
Long time ago, on our group's first venture, we met her father. His name was Tristan Seargaze.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I know him.
I'm not entirely surprised at this
I
point.
want to hear this.
No one's surprised.
How, Jose?
Seargaze, an elf named Tula Moonshadow, a dwarf named Tankin Emberkiln, and a hunter whose name is escaping me, deposed Lord Daggold November.
I heard about that. And you forgot about the staff named Scream.
Screech.
Right. Screech was nice, a little loud.
Archmage Safar really wants that staff.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's an explanation for later. Point is, he found out. We found him. We found them, that entire group. And, well, when we returned home, Tristan decided to do the same. This journal is his. this tomb was built. He had this tomb built.
Okay.
I really have a lot to unpack here. And I don't know if I have the emotional stability to do it today. So we're worrying about this tomorrow.
On the plus side, no ancient evil.
No ancient evil.
And
Just a lot of anxiety.
And a lot of money.
That I cannot claim yet.
Yet. I mean, technically you can. Your name's on it. Just take a bit of work.
I mean, yes, but how much work is that going to be anyway? Says, like, turning to head for the door.
Melun was not exactly a barrister. Rather like you in that regard. The person to ask that would be Durnan, Mert, Artemis Safar, perhaps her apprentice Percy.
I have never thought of Pierce being referred to as Percy. Not you.
Okay. The elf, the half elf.
I see.
His name is Percy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask Rashal. He seems knowledgeable, and he's in the same area as Con.
Might I recommend we have this conversation not standing in an abandoned crypt full of valuables?
Right. Starts heading out.
Yep.
He's going to adjust the what's left of the chains.
The
off to
chain
the side.
is useless.
Yeah. He's going to adjust it so what remains of it is off to the side and won't clink if someone opens the doors again.
Right.
So he's gonna open it up, and these doors are probably hard to close from the outside.
Apparently Sergei's did it.
Unseen servant?
I was about to say, I'm just gonna have my unseen
There you go.
from the inside.
Seal the unseen servant in forevermore.
I mean, there's a hole in it.
Get dispelled eventually.
Yeah, I know, it's a joke.
I hate to ditch Lawrence like this, but this feels important.
Isn't he meeting with the leader of the Zentarum? We probably should have been there for that.
We probably should have been there for that. He like starts running that way.
So we crossfade back over to Brayden pulling up in a carriage. The dwarf has already like packed all of her stuff up, and she's like climbs into the carriage. And then you guys like are pulling away as Sockham runs up to Lawrence.
Is he on the carriage?
No, Brayden is.
What? So, Lawrence.
Yeah. Where do you go?
That's not super important. He like
running like that is important. What happened?
he holds out the journal and it's like, I probably didn't read more than a page or two, did I?
You didn't even you read the foreword.
Right, like, don't read much of it. It's not our business entirely, but read this.
What's not your business? As Vile walks up.
Put simply, family matters revolving my sister and I.
Right. Next question. What just happened? Reagan got into a carriage with a strange woman?
I was apparently an idiot, so I'm going to keep my head down for a while. Thank you.
What precisely did you do?
Told her she wasn't so.
Wait, what? I can't hear you because Nightfall's eating.
It's Gamzee the scene.
It's Gamzee's
No, I'm
eating.
not.
I can't hear you because Gamzee's eating. What did you say, Lawrence?
I'm just, Lauren's just gonna look very embarrassed and said, I told her she wasn't so.
Who?
And Lawrence kind of gives a very pointed look to where Braden and the dwarf are picking off. Just like them.
Right. I'm not being clear. I don't know who that was.
Braden told her.
He told her that he was meeting Istrid Horn. He didn't tell her that was Istrid Horn.
Fair.
Who was that?
Someone very high up in the Zentarm, apparently.
Right.
And-
Like, what? Horn's bodyguard or something?
No.
You didn't insult Istrid Horn herself, did you?
Maybe.
Could you see about my boot? And she like holds her foot out to you.
A boot.
And she, he'll like take her foot.
Yeah, when
Like,
you crouch down, she
okay.
smacks you in the head. And you let him get into a carriage?
trust him.
I-
So
I got this.
Right.
I got this.
Good. I wish you would trust him in decisions of, personal matters. But anyway, I'm glad that you trust him. However, he needs backup. Where are they going? If we hurry, we can... Why do you look like you kicked a dog?
Who is she asking?
She's pointing
here?
at Salcom.
To put simply, looks around just to make sure he's not gonna get in trouble for explaining this. I found a mausoleum dedicated to my clan.
Wonderful.
It wasn't for my clan.
She looks at Lawrence like, you heard that, right?
And Lawrence is looking at Salk like, beg pardon? What the heck?
So,
What?
you remember, Lawrence, what Tristan did for Waterdeep?
Tristan... Who's Tristan?
One of the people that ousted Daggled.
Seergaze!
And Lawrence just
You're
looks
affiliated with
very
Tristan
ill all of a sudden,
Seergaze.
like, oh, fuck.
How are you affiliated with Tristan Seergaze?
They offered him something, and he had a mausoleum built using his best friend's name on it. And he left this journal in it, dedicated to Connie.
Why
And
does...
Lawrence looks at the journal like, oh,
Why
see this.
is Tristan Seergaze writing paramoric poetry to your sister?
It's his daughter.
He's so...
Just dropping bombshells.
And the coin.
And Lawrence would probably just punch Salk in the shoulder, like, dude!
If Vesvile had been eating, she would have choked.
If
Right.
Eli had been drinking
So,
to this would take.
No,
right.
she wouldn't. She's a noble.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
I might have a solution to your, fiendling problem.
I'm
Is.
listening. For once.
Tristan Seergaze is famous.
But how would we prove the connection?
Strong family resemblance.
That's fair.
So I imagine to certain people we all look alike.
Oh, God.
Wow, that took a dark turn.
Yes, it does.
The point is, Lawrence. He sets his hand on shoulder. shoulder and gives him the paw face. We need to go now.
I agree. Brayden is off in the middle of nowhere with a very dangerous individual.
I can trust Brayden.
Do you trust Istrid Bloody Horn?
I don't know who that is, so for now, yes.
Right. Everything you think about me is true for Istrid Horn.
I think you're a decent person because my brother trusts you, that you're currently a KnightLite.
And
I'm holding you to that.
That you love my brother and intend to keep him safe.
I
though
wouldn't go that far yet. Just...
you care about our brother.
And you intend to keep him safe and happy as best you can.
Good point. Look.
I can honestly say I was not expecting that.
The only reason we don't trust you the way we trust Brayden is because we haven't known you very long. That's all.
I'm not
You're
going to...
new. Lawrence. Brayden steals when he needs to, and we need him to. You
You do it for fun.
I assure you Brayden also does it for fun.
I don't doubt that, but still.
Alright.
Either way.
Right, either way, Brayden is leaving with a one of the most dangerous people in Waterdeep.
I'm aware. You're aware.
Where is he going?
And Lawrence gives Sock a look. My apartment.
Sock him in the shoulder. Stupid.
Ow.
Alright, good. Lawrence, take a point of damage. Good.
Yeah, of course. I'm surprised you let me off that light.
Or would you like 5?
So,
I didn't say that.
alright. Where is it? I'll go cover him.
You gonna get him killed? Right now, I think we're on thin ice as it is.
I'm better at
Always.
this than you are. Do you want to go cover him?
Considering that I'm the one that was that stupid? No. But
Then
I
ha-
also have faith in Brayden.
Wonderful. I also
in
have faith
Brayden,
in Brayden, and Brayden asked me before you arrived to cover him.
Fair enough. Wim Street. Be careful.
Thank you. Where will you be if things go poorly?
Either,
Troll.
I was gonna say either here or Trollskull.
Troll Skull.
Trollskull. Alright. She looks up. Got plenty of time before dark. Trollskull.
Be careful.
I'll either see you with Brayden, or if I show up without Brayden, run.
Noted. And Lawrence is gonna pat the journal.
She
Now get this,
stops.
Connie.
Like, she starts to run off and stops. Wait. Istrid Horn knows where you live?
Hopefully not for too long.
Oh boy. That.
Why do you think I hit him?
I'm about to hit him with this bag.
And to be fair, I didn't specifically say where we were going.
You still have my key, just saying.
Aye.
I'm sorry, I'm going to get this wrong. Clarence?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. You are now leverage for the Zentarum to make Brayden do whatever they want.
Wouldn't be the first time we've been using this leverage against each other.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
I've been to this place before.
Right. Anyway, let's go.
You are
shall we?
entirely too cavalier about the fact that the Black Network knows where you live.
Technically, they already did because we own Troll Skull.
What does that have to do with the Black Network?
They knew where we were. If they wanted us dead,
You do a wonderful job of explaining to new members of your organization who hates you.
We'll make a list.
There's a list. Of course there's a list. Of course there's a thing.
there's always a.
I wanted a nice boy who shared my interest, mother.
You've got one. Just gotta work for it a little bit
It comes
more.
with precisely the drama that I was trying to avoid.
You're the one that wanted to get involved. And Lauren's just gonna start walking off.
Yeah.
I am going to go protect my interest. You are going to do something with this. And she like throws the bag at Salcom.
Panicking because woman he knows steals just tossed him a bag. She's
Yep.
gonna slam dunk it into his backpack.
It doesn't fit your backpack. It is a backpack itself.
Oh no.
You have another pack, basically.
One on the front, one on the back, like a baby Bjorn.
I was about to say, he's just gonna shoop.
I think you're strong enough to carry one on each arm.
Oh, absolutely. It's not that it's heavy, it's that it's bulky. Just do something with that, and you didn't get it from me.
Okay. What's in it?
And by
I'm
do
assuming
something,
the mask is in that bundle.
it is.
And Lawrence probably looks back. Don't ask.
By do something with it, I don't mean tossed it in the harbor, by the way.
Oh.
I believe so. I find it totally a character Sokka would have thought of doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep it, give it to Brayden, or me, whoever you see first. There's also something in it for your sister.
Oh. What is it?
Right. Glad we're heading back then. Let's
What
go.
is it? Don't worry about that.
Well, if it's for her, we're gonna be giving something to her anyway. Shouldn't we know what it is?
No.
It'll probably be obvious.
Clarence, please make sure he doesn't open the bag.
I don't plan to.
Come on, Sock.
Right.
And she jogs off. Meanwhile, God, you guys are in it. Holy fuck, you guys are in it.
Yeah.
I am doing a fucking shake over here.
Are you sure? Are we sure this is water we're up to our necks in?
No, it is not.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't think so.
It is probably the harbor water, and it's considerably worse than drinking water.
Pierce.
Oh god, yes. I feel like... Wait, quick question. From the last session, could I hear what was said at the door?
Yes.
Then I know exactly what Pierce does.
Cool. So at the bottom of the screen, it says, now.
Oh god. So the same thing you
Eh.
did that I jumped when you said Pierce. Pierce does that and hits his head on the desk when he hears this.
Okay, so there's a thump. Cromley has not come into the room yet. What I was asking is, where is Pierce?
Okay, so where is he when...
Where is he right now with Vincent Trench standing at the door and Cromley on the other side of the door?
I was told to hide under the desk.
No, you were not. He said get behind the desk.
Okay, I was behind the desk. Slight. Okay. Just standing behind the desk?
He said get behind the desk and then went to answer the door. Whoever has background chat people and turn it the fuck off.
Let me see if it's me.
That's the roll 20 doing that.
No, you can turn that off.
Yes, you can. And if it's on for me, I don't know why it's on for me.
I did
'Cause I
know that.
turn...
Yeah,
It is technically on for me, but you don't hear it. You can push to talk.
Well, somebody just beeped. Is it me?
It might be Pierce.
It is not me.
Everyone,
it was
double
me.
check.
It got turned back on for some reason. Okay, it's fixed.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just like standing behind the desk.
Okay. So,
Probably...
so the door opens, and then Trench turns and he sees you, and he makes a face like he just ate a bug. And Cromley
I get
steps in
down.
and he says, I'm very sorry, ma'am. Captain Averill. He looks at Trench, looks at you, looks at Trench. A grieving widow? A client. Say it, this is not a good time. What children? The Growlhorn children. What do you mean it's not a good time? What's happened?
What about the Growlhorn children?
We received a ransom note.
A ransom?
Well, of a sort. And our scryos backtraced where it came from. We've seen the children. They're unharmed. And I was hoping that Master Trench could help us find them. He's rather skilled at oracular magics. Yes, Sayeth, I will help you. But I need to deal with this first. Deal with what? What has happened? That's not your concern. I'm a member of the City Watch, Master Trench. If the citizenry of Waterdeep are in danger, I need to know. Don't do this, Sayeth. Vince. What is going on? That is a captain in Force Grey. If this is a matter of public defense, it's not.
Pierce would nod along and say it's not.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Where is persuasion?
Okay. Then I'm going to have to ask you to leave, Captain. Because this is a matter of public worth. And I'm afraid that takes precedence.
If you've found the Growlhorn children, I'm willing to throw in my hat in as well and help.
We have not found anything as of yet, and I am not prepared to report to Blackstaff Tower. That's why I came to my personal friend, Vincent Trench. Please.
Glance to Trent.
Trench is looking at you like waiting for you to decide what to do. Like he can't do anything. Like he can't be the one to speak up. Like it has to be you.
Okay. Let me check something in my notes.
Captain Averill, I am here unofficially. We can help each other. Like, he knows something is wrong. You can't hide that fact.
Yeah. It's... It's rather personal and not a matter for anyone aside.
Then again, don't you think defense of the city takes precedence?
I agree.
Sayeth, if you're here unofficially. Vincent, I need your help. It can't wait. Trench looks at you.
I'm more than willing to let your discussion go on, but it's important that we find these children, and I'm willing to.
I quite agree. So if you will simply step outside.
We are searching for them as well.
And when I have something to report, I will do so.
And then you just gonna nod and go to step out.
Okay, so you step out, and Vince quietly, as you're like, he walks you to the door, and he like growls to you. He says, "I'll keep him from going upstairs."
Just very slight nod of the head and keep moving.
And close the door. You're alone on the steps. Where do you go?
What time is it?
Hi, son.
It's high sun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go to, I think I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna go to Vishal's.
Okay, so you head down the street to the Bookworm's Treasure. All right.
Mm-hmm. Knock on the door.
Knock on the door, push it open. It's a shop, so you just go right in. Rashal is like writing in a book when you come in. Master Averil,
Hello, Rashal. How are you today?
everything all right?
He nods slightly.
Doesn't look it.
As well as things can be.
Worry is just plain on your face as the scales on mine. What is I've seen the Gazette. I'm sure it's rag, but what's happened?
Nothing leaves here?
I intend to chronicle your exploits.
A bit of an incident. And involving Connie.
Is she all right?
She's fine, but rather her safety and the city of Waterdeep's a bit compromised.
I don't know how the city of Waterdeep factors into it, but I think I should offer you my congratulations. Yes,
Huh?
it's a wonderful event, if a bit compromising to one's health. It's yours, I assume.
No. God.
Oh dear.
Rather taking
home.
Waterdeep by
That's-
storm, I think. Yes.
No. Rashal. No.
Well, not yours. Oh dear.
No.
I can see why that would worry you.
No. It's Rashal.
I love
Stop.
Vishal's the best thing ever.
Oh,
I can't fault Rashal. This is in character for Rashal. I can't fault it.
Completely on brand for Rashal.
So Sean, he is my favorite.
I love Rashal so much. No. She's not. I'm assuming you would have guessed she's not human.
Rather, yes. It's still possible
one.
half-elves exist. Oh.
And that poses a bit of a problem.
I should say that it does, yes.
And now we're just trying to keep her safe.
I don't know a great deal about tiefling biology, but a place to lie low for a few months doesn't seem difficult. It's more of the little one.
Rashal, there is no little one.
Oh! It's just the matter of the. Right. Right. There are various solutions. Plenty of them.
And we're working on that, but it's stressful all the same. I was actually coming to ask you if you had the materials I gave you the money for?
What materials did you want from him again? I've forgotten.
Spellcasting reagents, just to cover the cost of reagents for my spells.
I did say that I get deliveries every few days, and this evening I should have a delivery. Post haste, a few hours early.
Just for my own curiosity, so we could be clear for Pierce, I doubt he regularly receives branches that have been struck by lightning.
No.
It doesn't say a cost, but I thought it'd be a little absurd for me to just have that.
Right. What happened to Miss Gambleson?
So she was wearing her hood. Didn't have the illusion active because she had the hood up. It's enchanted.
Right. Okay.
We were in the City of the Dead on a job that she had from the Emerald Enclave.
A good lot of reasonable guild in Waterdeep, looking after its citizenry. I assume they don't know.
They don't know
about her condition.
I'd assume anyone knowing would be as bad as any other.
There are those with I'm not inclined to well, really burn anyone at the stake myself. Marsh Safar, I believe, would be rather level-headed on the matter. Perhaps Embrick and Avi, they're good sorts. Durnan, perhaps Durnan.
But what
the Enclave?
The Enclave.
Better not risk it, I think.
What?
Better to not risk it, I think. Yes.
If she gets found out, it'd be just as bad as the Order, wouldn't it?
I do not recommend telling the Emerald Enclave.
He nods.
So, wait, she...
They do not know that she
suffered.
Is a tiefling.
So, to the matter that is weighing so keenly on your face, Percival, she had a wardrobe malfunction in the City of the Dead, I take it.
Yes. Hood fell back, and she was revealed to a crowd of people.
A crowd of... oh dear. The Gazette has gotten a hold of that story, printed a non-standard edition, charged full price. I dare say the majority of the city is aware of the incident.
We're dealing with it.
Are you? I have no doubt, Master Percival, that you're dealing with all of that. But you will forgive me if I am somewhat concerned for her safety.
He nods. I am too.
She could hide here. Yes, certainly. No one would expect a dragon to hide a public miscreant. Not, of course, that I think Miss Gambleson is anything of the sort, but she could be safe here.
He nods. I really appreciate it, Rachel. We have a place to go if things go south.
It's the least that I can do. Quite literally, the least that I can do.
Would you mind if I stayed here for a little while, maybe an hour, 2 hours or so?
Of course, my job is open to all, with a love of manuscript, text, and various forms of literary.
I think while I'm here, I'm just gonna like start writing out the reports for Vajra Safar. Use this time for that.
But before you lose yourself in the proverbial stacks, Master Percival, where is she now?
She's you aren't. I would advise you not going over there and asking for her, but over with Vincent Trench.
I see. I have, in my time, been seized by a curiosity, Master Abro, and in my experiences, my good friend Vincent Trench has been revealed to me to be more than he appears.
He nods. I know. That's why we went to him first.
I see. Yes, the plains-walking, soul-devouring monstrosity is a safer option than old Rashal. Yes, of course.
He's
Like
more trustworthy.
droops a little bit.
Baby boy, baby.
I don't, Rachel. No, we've had some interactions with Vincent Trench, and he's not as it would otherwise suggest.
I am aware, and I agree with you, Master Averil. It's just the fact that you went to him first.
It's considering her state, we didn't want to put you in danger.
I am in no danger from...
And we didn't want to impose it on you without asking. It's just courtesy, I believe.
Yes. Well, yes, courtesy. Of course. Of course, Master Averil. Courtesy.
He nods his head. We care about you, Rashal.
It's no matter. It's the pragmatic choice, certainly. The pragmatic choice is more capable than I. It is a dangerous situation. Yes, dangerous situation. Did you need something else?
I was actually curious about something else, if you would have any knowledge on it.
I am ever at your disposal.
And actually, it might interest you.
He perks up a little.
I think he digs in his bag a bit, pulls out the book for the Shield Guardian,
Mm-hmm.
and holds it out to him.
Mm-hmm.
This might be an interesting read for you.
Takes it, looks through it. Certainly, an interesting read. A trip down memory lane often sets the spirits to right. Yes, good advice. Yes.
You've already read it before.
I hope so. I helped compose it.
I'm actually quite interested in that.
In
The
composition.
Shield Guard. in the Shield Guardian.
Of course, the information stored within, because, yes, the love
There's
of
a-
books for the sake of books is a rarity enough, Rishal. You should know that by now.
I actually do like how well it's written.
It's, the Shield Guardian is a complex series of enchantments and transmutations used to create a automaton, a soulless entity that can be programmed, you might say, to perform specific functions. In this case, the security and well-being of the individual who bears its matching amulet.
I think you'll pause for a moment. Because what he said a moment ago gave me a thought. Actually, do you have any decent just books?
I have several decent books, yes.
If you got a favorite story or something, I'd be glad to give it a look.
You needn't do such for my sake, Master Averil. I will mend. I show you.
He shakes his head, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to read with all of this going on, and I think it might do me good.
I am partial to no, you'll want something more sensible, I'm sure.
No, go on. You were saying something.
This periodical work of fiction series. Rather not your usual fare, I think. Tusk Love.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome, Bertrilla.
Rashal would.
Yeah, absolutely.
He totally gets it for the articles.
Maybe not start with that one.
As I said, not your typical fare, I think.
She likes,
Perhaps
he likes the pointy bits a bit higher.
I could interest you in I don't know, tomes on nearly any subject that strikes your fancy. And if escapism is your desire, I have several works of fiction besides. By the way, having to do that speech pattern in a stage whisper because he's sad is so hard.
I really don't want to be sad, but I don't know how to fix it.
Time will fix it.
Sockam and Lawrence are gonna make him happy pretty quick.
I think I'm gonna chatter with him about the reports and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
I think that might help too, because sharing information.
So, meanwhile, Mr. Sneaky Boy,
Uh-huh.
I think we cut over to you standing in Lawrence's apartment, and Lawrence's apartment is like a kitchenette, a sitting room, and a bedroom, and that's it. And you're standing in Lawrence's apartment, and off-screen, Istrid is just verbally and physically tearing the apartment apart.
I think just standing there, it just let sister. What are you doing?
I am making the accommodations livable.
Look around. How bad is it?
She's like rearranging the furniture and like throwing cushions around and like throwing clothes out of the closet and whatever.
Hey, just sighs and starts picking things up behind her.
Okay. The whole time she's just like complaining and complaining and complaining, and then she like notices you for like the first time, and she goes, "All right, you're still here. Shopping list." And she like shoves a piece of paper into your hands. "Give me those things." Goes back to moving furniture.
Like, just looks at the shopping list, looks back
It's
at her, it's like,
extremely specific items.
mhm.
It's like the back leg of a black-hooved pig, salted for exactly this amount of time. Etc. Like extremely specific, like luxury items.
Lamb's brain.
Yes.
Hey, it just look at him like, okay, I know you said you could hide out here, but I didn't say we were going to be your servants.
How do you say just to survive without food?
Yes, food, not a cuisine.
She looks at the shopping list, looks back at you, and the look on her face is like, I don't know what you're on about.
Okay, you might be used to a life of luxury, but I'm pretty sure I can't afford half the things on this list.
Oh, does that just no matter? And she like reaches into her backpack and pulls out this like huge coin purse and like throws it at you. Like if this hits you, it's going to deal damage.
It dies, she throws it at me. It's just like on a step to the side, let it hit the ground.
It hits the ground. The room like shakes a little.
Oh my god.
She looks at it, looks back at you.
Did she throw that with one hand?
She's a dwarf.
I was gonna say it has just occurred to me she was a dwarf.
Yeah, she's a dwarf.
The esteemed and rare diamond dragons.
You laugh, but that's a thing. Gemstone dragons are a thing.
Oh god. Wait,
And-
are we talking like I'm talking money?
Yes.
Oh, no. Gemstone dragons are a thing. Like, scaly
Oh.
creature.
Oh.
I thought you were calling her a diamond dragon.
No, I was saying diamond dragons, like a special tier above platinum.
Yeah, she has a back credit card. Yes, that's true.
The problem with calling your money after a species. Wait. I would like to try and half the coin thing.
Yeah, you can pick it up. It's just like, it's ridiculous. It's more money than anyone should be walking around with.
The problem with calling your money after a species, he says, ignoring the fact that the U.S. Calls dollars bucks.
Yeah, right?
Oh, dollars what?
Did I start?
You know, like $5.
Uh-huh.
No. We also call them bills. Which,
There, that should cover it. Go.
Just try not to destroy the place and don't throw anything out.
Not going to destroy my safe house. I'm going to make it livable. Go.
And don't throw any of the clothes out.
I feel
Don't throw
bad for
anything
Lauren.
out.
Okay. So like, you go out, you close the door, and I think Isvila is just like sitting in the hallway filing her nails, and she goes,
Right.
"Hey, stranger."
Hello. Wasn't expecting you here.
Really? I said I'd pack you up.
I mean, yes, but I kind of just took off.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
Rather
of
just
course.
take off. I had to find out where you were from your brother.
I mean, well, okay. It was either go now or get stabbed off of her.
Right. Next question. Is that actually a strip bloody horn?
Hitler looks back at the door and is like, yes, shush.
God. She's like nodding towards the stairs, like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, leave.
And she's like, yeah. So she's like walking beside you, and she goes, right. What is that?
Like holding the coin purse, I think he just goes out 20 like platinum and gives it to her.
The bag is full of platinum.
Yeah, it just like takes it 20 platinum and gives it to her.
Takes it, looks at it. That's not half.
Yes. What?
That's not half. That's clearly not half, Brayden. I can see it.
it's a shopping bag.
I know this isn't payment.
What?
This is just for this lot and pass of the shopping list.
She takes it, she looks at it, immediately whistles.
Yeah, apparently she has expensive tastes. I don't know where to get any of this.
Oh, don't worry, I can get all of this. The problem is she has terrible taste.
Yo, she has her moments.
No.
One, she's a
She's a noble, and she's also noble. It's a noble criticizing another noble. Is what this
Yeah.
is.
okay, one
Which is
she's a dwarf.
fantastic. What about
The
Oxford?
only like conjoining factor in any of these is that they're expensive. None of these are good.
One, she's a dwarf. Two, she's in Tarim, and three, if she hears you, she will probably kill you.
So, like, she lowers her voice instead of raises it, and she goes, Istrid Horn, if you can hear me, you have terrible taste in food.
Was that hard?
Now it just depends on how high her passive perception
I mean, they're
is.
going downstairs. There's no way Istrid heard her.
Yeah.
See, you say that.
She's
Yeah,
also
right.
moving furniture.
Right, that's fair. She just like looks at the list. She's like, it has to be
The
these
Zens
things.
have almost as many eyes as Xanathar does.
It has to be these things, Brayden. I literally might have to get these as the Black Viper. They're that bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, alright, you can just tell me where to get them, and I can go.
do you have a suit?
I have the one you gave me.
No. Bruce has the suit that I gave you. A half
Okay,
orc
then
in
no.
that is going to get. No, what am I saying? No, you can't go to these places as a half orc.
I think it just sighs and it's like, oh, okay.
Alright, I'll get them, but I'm not happy about it. And I'm keeping the change.
Don't know if that's a good idea.
Do you want me to get these terrible items or not?
I do, but if we don't come back with anything, she may also stab me.
I'm.
I don't know what this person is like. She seems eccentric, and I wouldn't put her past her.
She like waves the paper with the list in front of her face. She's like, eccentric. Yes, that's a good word for this, Brayden. Another one is stupid, or you know, having no taste whatsoever.
And he just like shrugs.
Really, it's just one big snipe hunt.
What is all of this stuff on the list aside from just the one back leg?
It's just like really specific, like really luxurious, like rich people food.
Yeah.
Lamb.
It's like going out for the really, really good caviar.
No, it's not. It's going for the really, really expensive caviar that they sell to people who don't know better.
Lamb.
And our reward.
But she really doesn't have good taste.
That's why Isvile is pissed. She's like, she's spending all this money on crap.
Yep.
So she's nouveau rich.
Yes.
Yeah, shit, like,
So she's rich, but she wasn't rich before, so she doesn't know what is good.
It's rich
Either
going
that
out
or
for
she doesn't
McDonald's.
care.
I mean, she's a dwarf. She probably just doesn't care.
Dwarves have taste.
Dwarves do have taste.
Dwarves have really good
I-
taste.
She probably just doesn't
Except for
care
this one.
if people think she
Yeah,
doesn't.
like this situation, what Isvile is trying to communicate to Brayden is this situation exists because Idrid is used to flaunting money.
Yeah.
Who's she trying to
I
impress?
trust
You?
No, I think she's just trying to keep up appearances because, and he just like shrugs
Yes,
because he doesn't know.
isn't she supposed to be in hiding?
Yes.
Keep up appearances in hiding. Leader of the
Because-
Zentarum, everyone. Leader of the Zentarum, right here. Wonderful. Ugh. Give me the money. I'll take care of this.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point. He like takes out another 30, gives it to her, and then takes out 50 and puts it in his pocket.
I thought we weren't keeping the change, Brayden.
Yeah, but we were promised 100 platinum for hiding her here, so it's getting took whether she likes it or not.
She sighs.
I
Brayden.
mean, as long as you give some back, I'm sure she won't notice.
Brayden.
And Lawrence is probably going to need it to fix his apartment.
I promise I'm not being patronizing. I might need that 100 platinum to actually get everything on this list. 100 platinum is a lot of money.
Yes, okay, you've got a good point. That puts it back in.
And she puts 30 back in. She keeps the 20. I'll see what I can do. If I need the rest, then I'll use it. Expect a cart.
And what nods? Okay.
I won't be on the cart, so someone needs to be here to receive it.
Yeah. Suppose I'll stay here, keep an eye on her.
Alright, how's Connie?
I don't know.
Brayden!
Lawrence and Salcom are going to go check on her.
Alright. Fine. Let me guess, you don't know about what they found.
No, because I was gone.
Yes, when you left, he came bouncing up rather like a puppy, terrified because he had a book.
Oh god, what did he find?
I don't know!
Oh no, don't tell me he went in that crypt.
What crypt?
You know what? Don't worry about it.
He had something from Tristan Seargaze?
Eyes go wide. You what?
What? Not you two.
Oh, okay. So he's taking it to Connie.
Who is where?
Fence and trenches.
So, wait.
I want to point out of character, Salk and Lawrence have no idea where Connie is.
Yeah, that's the point. Do they know that?
It like goes to say something that's like, shit.
Why am I the one with the brains? Your head is like twice as big as mine.
I think he just like knocks his head. It's like thick skull.
Don't I know it? Right. New plan. Leave the dwarf to her bloody business. If she dies, wonderful! You go and find your brothers, and I will go shopping. God, I sound like a noble. Not helping.
And then I'll come back
And
here.
also,
Get the package.
Come, cart.
Cart.
With all this, cart will be here about sunset. You've got time.
I ain't exactly doing anything else at the moment.
What have you told Clarence?
Lawrence.
Lawrence, what have you told him?
About what? About her?
No, about me.
Not anything that he doesn't already know.
What? She like blushes. I see. Alright, I'll get to work on this. And she like kisses you on the cheek and starts to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Meanwhile, he's oblivious of what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, right? Why does that echo so familiarly?
Mm-hmm. It's almost like a piece of my soul is in this character.
Jokes that only exist for me and Delta include.
Uh-huh.
God. She's about as mouthy as her too, isn't she? Well,
Don't
bet.
start. Don't start. I will be hit next time I start.
Doesn't she watch the show, Brayden?
Little bit.
That's my point.
You're so dead.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah.
So, Delta's sleeping on the couch for the next 3 years?
No, she wouldn't let him sleep on the couch.
Sleep on the floor.
No, she needs her. What is it? She needs her teddy bear. Is that how that goes? Anyway,
So, doghouse in the backyard.
Hello, person we're talking about. You are made of cute.
Anyway,
I agree.
Brayden, where do you
Okay.
go?
To Connie.
You going to Vincent Trenches? Okay.
Yes.
Rock and Salk, where are you about this point?
Talk.
Congratulations, Lawrence. Until Brightwind is able to go again, you are Rocco.
Lawrence and Sock. Lawrence and Sock.
Probably walking back towards Troll Skull at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been on the move.
So
since-
yeah, so I think across fate to you guys coming into Troll Skull Alley, it's about like equidistant between high sun and evening, so it's like 3 p.m. And work is like well underway when you guys come in.
I mean, Lawrence is probably gonna poke his head in, like just take a look around, see how things are proceeding along.
Hey, you come in and almost immediately get beamed by a 2x4 as somebody's walking by, and the dwarf goes, "Hey, low bridge!"
And Lawrence is just gonna. I mean, he'll take the hit because he should have known better.
You step outside, the dwarf follows you. He says, "You really should be wearing a hard hat.
Yeah, I should have known better. I deserve that one.
You need something?
No, just wanted to put my head in and see how things were going.
They're going."
All right. Any issues? Anything to know about?
Cellar leaks a little bit.
We can get that patched. Good to know, though.
Already done it.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's the Masons that did it.
Bill, appreciate all the
pass the word.
work you guys are doing.
Got another 10 day at least. Got a lot of work to do.
And Lawrence nods. Right. If there isn't anything pressing, I will leave
There
you to it,
is
then.
one thing, Master Parnassus.
And that would be?
A couple of primordials have been poking about. Know anything about that?
Primordials. Fire and Water Ganassi?
He nods.
They're my masters. Ember Kenobi.
Any particular reason they were shouting at me? A lot.
They're protective.
I can't do my best work with a mother hen.
I will speak to them and find out exactly what they were doing while I was away.
I'd be glad to tell you what they were doing in detail.
Lawrence pulls out his notebook just to be on the safe side. Like, do I need to take notes here?
Or you can just give me your word that it's not going to happen again and all of this can go behind us.
I'll talk to them and, ensure this doesn't happen again. My apologies.
Appreciate it. Oh! And pokes his head back inside, rummages around, comes back. He's holding like a glass platter that you've seen before. Do thank them for lunch.
Oh. And he perks up and takes the platter back. He's smiling. He says,
What was that, dessert?
Master Avi's baklava.
Say it again.
Baklava.
Baklava. They sell that?
Not that I'm aware of, but I could talk to Master Avi and see if
I'll
he
take
would
12.
be willing. Oh. I will discuss the matter with them then.
I've got a big clan, Master Parnassus. 12.
I will talk to them and I will ensure that they do not interrupt.
Good day.
Good day, sir. And
Closes the door. Goes back to
Lawrence-
hammering.
Lawrence turned around with the steam and steel.
Brayton's
with the
standing,
platter.
or Salcom's standing there the whole time.
So, what are you up to?
Lawrence is holding a glass platter that he wasn't holding a minute ago.
Did I? Is this one of the platters that was used when
Yes.
we visited it?
It was.
Did I miss baklava?
Lawrence is grinning like a complete idiot. And he says, apparently, yes. As did I. I'm kind of upset over this. But apparently they fed the workers.
That's nice.
So, they were also apparently getting involved with the workload. So I need to both put a stop to that and see if Master Avi is willing to start selling his baklava because, oh wow, that apparently made an impression.
I bet it's good.
He wants 12.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you'll excuse me, and he has the flatter and starts heading to the Steam and Steel.
Salkum, do you go with him? Please say you go with him.
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay, so you guys head to the Steam and Steel. Embrick is outside working on the forge. Avi is nowhere to be seen.
And, Lawrence will poke his head in. Master Embrick, have you seen Master Avi?
Only every day, my dear boy. Only every day. Though, run.
And
Run.
Lawrence has the flatter. He says, apparently they really, really like the baklava.
Run.
Run? What's happening?
And Lawrence gets serious. How bad is it?
From upstairs in the Steam and Steel, out the window, you hear, I don't hear hammering, Embrick! Embrick just looks upwards at you.
And Lawrence gets a disturbed look on his face, like, uh-oh.
Do you want to, help? And I can...
And
Embrick, you hear, Embrick, we really need to get that. Ah, there you are. And you look, and Avi's leaning out the window.
And Lawrence hasn't gone pale when it's uh-oh. What did I get myself in the middle of?
Is that
And
my good platter?
It is, Master Avi. They apparently really, really enjoyed your baklava.
I'm sure that they did. Why don't the two of you come up here? I saved you some.
Thank you, Master Avi. We will.
Ducks back inside. Embrick goes. Embrick goes. Don't go up there. Don't go up there. Don't go up there, Lawrence.
Either
You said Lawrence. You said don't go up there, Lawrence. He says already 1 foot on the steps.
For fuck's sake.
Salkum's already gone. He heard baklava.
and Lawrence, has the flatter. It's sorry, Master Emmerich. Someone's got to return this.
Okay, so you guys go upstairs, and Avi has the medieval equivalent of Tupperware. It's like a clay bowl with a cloth draped over it.
Mm-hmm.
He says, he's up there, meets you at the top of the stairs, trades the bowl that he's holding for the bowl that you're holding, and says, that should be enough for all of the KnightLites, I think. Given what happened to Constance, Lawrence.
So, and Lawrence looks a little upset.
Any particular reason you didn't bring her here?
Oh.
Didn't get a chance, Master Avi?
Yes, because the soul-sucking demon is a better option.
The what?
We've offended several people, apparently.
And Lawrence looks, it actually gets visibly more upset. He says, I wasn't exactly consulted about it, Master Avi.
I assumed that we made a better impression.
You would think. However,
You'd think you two or Rashal would have been the first choice. One of you two, or both, not
Rashal?
Right.
Rashal, because
He's a very good and trusted friend of the KnightLites.
He's a very good and trusted friend and very good at what he does, but he cannot fight.
No, he can't. We're not relying on him to fight.
Quite. Master Avi,
Hmm?
point of order. 2, actually. 1, I'm assuming that's where she is at the moment, is with said soul-sucking demon.
She was bustled in like so much wounded soldiers.
Noted. I didn't know where she'd gone. I have
The
Apparently
little one,
Salkum found
Percival, showed up shortly thereafter, and then saith Cromley of the City Watch arrived.
Oh, goody.
He's still there,
This
last
gets
I
better
saw.
and better. However, the other point of order, apparently your baklava made quite the impression on the workers, and one of them is asking to purchase several from you.
Tell him no.
He wants 12.
Tell him
If
no.
he's willing to pay Master Avi.
And my work is at the forge.
Understood, Master Avi.
Frankly, I respect that. You said Connie is over there across the street?
Yes, Connie is over there
And-
across the street.
And
Oh no.
Lawrence will.
I'm
Lawrence
about
will-
to go over there myself.
He's like waving the book, like, you can come with me.
Avi
You
like,
don't
takes
have
off,
the book.
like takes off his blacksmith apron. I thought you'd never ask.
And Lawrence will carry the bowl.
So,
Also, you
oh
don't have the book, Lawrence
god.
does.
So,
Oh, I
god.
assumed you would give it
Chaos
back.
is going to
I,
ensue, and Kanye is
I-
going to be asleep for all of it.
I assumed you had given it back. I still have it in my inventory.
Pierce, are you
Wow.
still at Rashal? Yeah, you are. You're reading books.
Oh no. Oh no.
So
So,
Avi,
Lawrence and
Avi-
Sokka, this is all you. So you go across the street to the Tiger's Eye. Avi walks ahead of you and just lets himself into Vincent Trench's office.
Oh no!
Just throws open the door.
Lawrence is probably gonna look like he's talking like, oh boy.
You know, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh no. Oh no. Which was this, Emmerich? Avi? I can't remember.
It's Avi.
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 Avi's dead. Avi is fucking dead if they ask for Connie because they're not on the list of people.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly. So what you guys hear is, Master Trench, I believe that you have in your care someone of great import, and then he just goes inside.
Oh, and Lawrence is hurrying like, oh crap.
Following very,
With the bowl, mind you.
Yep.
following very quickly.
So now I have to make a save for Vincent Trench to see if he does this in front of Sayeth Cromley.
Oh no. Oh no.
God, why? Why?
Because Sock invited him!
Why?
So let's see, Wisdom saving throw is one of his best saves.
I was doing so well. Sockham was doing so well
Oh
not to cause real
no!
trouble.
How bad is it?
Oh
Uh-oh.
dear. So, Lawrence, you're like, we need to get in there. You start up the steps, and you see a flash of light, you hear a choked cry, and then you hear a panicking another voice that sounds human say, Vincent?
Oh no.
And Lawrence goes pale as he steps in. Just
You
like,
step
oh.
in, and a Rakshasa is basically force choking Avi.
So, point of order, Sockham screams.
Sayeth Cromley is standing on the other side of Vincent's desk. He's got his hand on his nightstick, but he's like,
And,
I'm not trained to do this.
And
face?
Lawrence shoves the bowl into Cromley's hands
right?
and just easy. You know, can we talk about this, please?
He turns to look at you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Question: can we choose to fail these?
You can always choose to fail a save. Okay. Lawrence, you're gonna take some psychic damage.
Yeah, I figured. But in this
Because
situation, I'm okay with it.
he is panicking Rakshasa. You can take 17 points of psychic damage. As the Rakshasa turns to you with glowing eyes, and you hear in your brain, as you're racked with pain,
Reveal to me your true form.
And probably out of panic, Lawrence would probably light up.
yeah,
little bit.
exactly. So you just fucking ignite. And yeah, so he relaxes. He lets go. Like, Avi falls to the floor holding his throat.
And Lawrence is immediately there, you know, checking on.
Yeah,
Avi.
exactly. He's like coughing, trying to speak. Trench is looking at him, and then his eyes, it like turns his head to Sayeth. And he's a Rakshasa, he's in his Rakshasa form, but he's like, oh, fuck. And he's in the same voice, he says, Sayeth, we can talk about this. And Sayeth, like, it's like looking at the three of you, and then Vance, and he's like, you're going to tell me everything that's going on, and you're going to give me a very good reason not to arrest you, Vincent.
And Lawrence doesn't even look at Sock. It's just shut the door.
Yeah,
Understood.
Sock is shut out.
No, like telling Sock to shut the door behind you.
I think Sokka just shuts the door and like, where's
And
where I don't want to be here for this.
Trench is like holding both of his hands up. Cromley has his sword out now. And Vince has his hand up.
I mean, Lawrence is
I
not
have
quite aiming at Cromley, but you know, if he lunges, he knows who he's gonna go for.
I have reason to believe that a person in my care is going to be assassinated, saith. Your care. Your care. Who are you, and what have you done with Vincent Trench? I am Vincent Trench. I am the man that you have known for years. I have saved your life. And what I just did was an attempt to save the life of another. This is some illusion, What are you? You don't want to know the answer to that question, saith. Put the sword down. What I did to him, I can and will do to you if you don't put the sword down. The man I know would never. I will, to protect myself and to keep the promise that I made. I am not a threat to you, saith. Conway lowers his sword. Doesn't put it away, but he lowers it. What are you talking about? And he looks at you, Lawrence and Salcom. The jig is rather up, boys. Can I?
And Lawrence nods. Just, oh, nothing to be done for it now.
You read the Gazette, saith. The late edition, aye. He turns back into, like, human Vincent Trench. Keeps his hands up.
Is Avi conscious?
Yeah, Avi's conscious. He's, like,
Yeah.
slowly getting his breath back. He's panicking because he just got force choked.
Yeah.
He's just...
Lawrence is probably helping Avi to his feet.
Demon in the Gazette is the masked young woman that travels with these individuals. Miss Gambleson, yes. She's a demon. No,
Tiefling.
no, she's not a demon. She's more human than I am. And that seems to mean something to the two of them. She has an unfortunate face, and she lacks the skill to hide it as well as I do. All right. Then Averil was here, yes, because of her. She's upstairs, she's asleep. We have reason, the two of them, Captain Averil and myself, have reason to believe that there are individuals who would hide their faces and would do her harm. Now, I am aware that I just committed assault in front of a member of the City Watch, but you need to understand. Assassins. Yes, I understand, Vincent. I understand what assassins are. Do you? Because there is a world that you don't understand, saith. He turns to the three of you in the doorway. He says, Master Avi, I am sincerely sorry. but I'm certain that the boys told you of the precariousness of our situation. I am the last line of defense.
We were unaware of that. It was dumb of us not to assume.
I think Avi is, like, still, like, rubbing his throat. He nods. And he says, "We brought some baklava." And that's the last shot of the episode.
Oh my god!
I swear the session cutoffs get worse every time.
That feeling when Pierce tells you nothing and everything goes wrong.
Yep.
See,
So
this
it's all
time...
Pierce's fault.
No, it's no.
Yeah, it is. You
No,
never
this
told...
time it is your fault.
It's
didn't-
totally
didn't
your
tell.
fault.
You didn't
You
tell
told-
us.
No, you sent Avi to Vincent Church's house, and you know how Vincent Trench is.
You didn't tell Sockham or Lawrence that Vincent Trench was told to attack anyone that comes in.
You could easily assume that.
No,
we cannot. Sockham has had one interaction with Vincent. Sockham didn't even know that Vincent was Raksasha.
Hey guys, we need to do some shout outs.
Do I have to? I'm tired.
Yes, but you can
I want to go for another hour.
you can go first, Gamzee.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I am the trainer, and if I'm ever needed for anything at all, you can always find me here in the Discord of the Shrine, or you can DM me here on Discord or on Twitter at the Homestuck Homie. And speaking of, if you have any questions that you weren't able to get in during hitting the books last week on Wednesday at 6 p.m., be there. It's great. You can DM them to me, and they'll be added to the Q&A of the next showing.
Now you can go.
Yeah.
Treskia, give us a shout out.
Hi guys, Trisker here. And also more I am a Mod for Kits channel, and I'm also hanging around the Discord quite a bit. I knit soft and fluffy things. I'll be baking soft and fluffy things this Wednesday if it freaking kills me. And, you know, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always happy to have my ear bent.
Brightwind Inc. can be found over at these social media links. He does art for the channel sometimes. He's a good dude and a good friend across the board. His mic is not working and hasn't for some time, but we'll hopefully get it fixed soon. He also says, "Ah!" but you guys cannot see that, unfortunately. But you can find him over at these socials. If you want to hit him up for stuff, feel free to do so. Grace Mila, would you give us a shout out, please?
I would like to as a free action first.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Birch Mila, aka Gracie. I do a lot of art and things for Kids Channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
Delta?
Yo, Delta, your resident Mad Scotsman. You'll find me hanging about Kit's channel, doing mod stuff, usually playing games, Destiny, Warframe, whatever I feel like. If you want to join me, you're more than welcome, and if you ever need a hand with something, give me a shout and I'll try and help. I have also just realised that Braden doesn't know the whole thing with Trench, and fuck.
Yup. And Nightfall, you are last up.
I would like to stammer and go, why the fuck is a free action?
Okay.
Hey, what? Why the fuck? Okay, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm also adding this free action. This. I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do important stuffs. I'm sort of scattered this week, but I'm here. If you need anything, give me a poke. I'm gonna go be Small Fox and hide now.
Alright, fair enough. For my part, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the Masked Bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I've been sick recently, but hopefully I'm out the back end of it, and I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, with video games in the afternoon and something tabletop-related in the evening. Tomorrow, if I am truly feeling better in the morning, we'll be back with more Terraria art, a Terraria Expert Mode large world with Crimson story that my art team and I are putting together to make some pretty builds and take it easy for a few weeks. We'd absolutely love to have you if you'd stop by. For now, I need to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was filtered today over on their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. For now, as ever, it's time I leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we venture back into Waterdeep with a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.